I'm fully focused, man. My money. I'm fully focused, man. I'm fully focused, man. Focus, man. I'm fully focused, man. Focus, man. I'm fully focused, man.
What up, world? It's your boy, The Kid, and welcome to the Fully Focused Podcast, episode 19. Episode 19.
Yeah.
We got Nate Johnson in the building. How's it going? We got Lorenzo Mathis in the building. He's going to be over here shortly.
Yeah.
But you know what we're doing here. My boys, of course, with me. My producer and buddy over here,
Yeah.
Apex.
Yeah.
Swagg Strong's with me.
I've been here.
Where we got the whole team with us this week, plus two.
Yeah.
We have a good show planned for you today. We got two guests today, both of them actors. We've had one actor on so far, I believe, and that was Don Hazel. Shout out to Don Hazel.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
dropped a movie not too long ago.
Yeah, but he was more of an artist, being an actor.
Yeah.
We have two legit actors.
Legit.
Very true, very true. But what's up with you, Nathan? How you been?
I've been pretty good, man. I've been pretty good. You know, with everything going on, I've been seeing a lot of both positive and negative reactions on social media. I've been seeing a lot of different people react different ways. I'm blessed to have an eclectic group of friends
Right.
on both sides of the spectrum who have different ideas about all sorts of things. So
Uh-huh.
I'm in a very fortunate position to be able to look on left, look on
Yep.
right side of issues and be like, all right, cool. This is what both sides are thinking. The common theme, though, that everyone is concerned about is being safe,
Of course.
and being healthy.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
they want to get home to the kids. They want to move on to another day. So I think that is, amidst everything, that's remarkable.
Hell yeah.
It's something to focus on.
And what have you been doing to stay healthy and do your part to help prevent or contain the virus and all that?
Well, because of the nature of both jobs I have, both actor and both real estate, I talk to a lot of people throughout the day,
I
both
bet,
on
yeah.
the phone and in person. So a lot of my interactions, especially this week, have been over the phone
Right.
and via email. I've had very few interpersonal exchanges. I'm meeting people tomorrow for the second time this week.
Okay.
Third time this week, actually, because I had another meeting a couple days ago. And even then, the people I meet, sometimes they're either very sheepish.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, I had one lady stay in her car. She didn't want to have any contact. And she said her words only that she was older and didn't want to run the risk.
Yes.
Definitely.
And I had a bit of a mixed reaction to that, but I was also like, I get that. And
Right.
I had everyone else I spoke to that same day was just like, oh yeah, how you doing? Give me the elbow bump, gave me the fist
Yep,
bump.
exactly. All that fun stuff. Are you practicing that? I know you dapped us up when you got here.
I did,
But
What's your go-to high since you
Yeah.
can't do no handshakes?
I like touching toes.
I still give handshakes.
Oh, yeah?
I hug my mother.
Yeah, I'm too social.
5-second rule?
There's
Keep it
none of
quick,
this
yeah.
like strong man handshake.
Yeah.
Let me squeeze to a certain
Right.
dominance
Yeah.
BS. No, it's like, okay, cool, and that's
Exactly.
it. you
No
know?
more than 3 shakes, fellas.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the thing is that's important is like, yeah, I adapt you guys up, but I'm not doing one of these.
Right,
you
yeah,
know what
facts,
I mean?
exactly.
Not
No.
touching my eyes. So I think
Right.
that's the important thing is like, I think you can go about your normal day-to-day routine.
Yes.
But I think it is important to understand, like, all right, like, not everybody washes their hands when they go
Yeah.
to the bathroom.
Yep.
So maybe
Yeah, that's crazy.
take a couple seconds and wash it. You know what I
That's
mean?
Yeah.
crazy.
Hell yeah.
Sterilize, whatever you got to do, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Hell yeah.
I've actually seen people wear gloves and still put hand sanitizer. Did we have the guest last week who did
Yes,
that?
last week our guest,
I've been seeing that
Sick
more.
Poppy, he had
Shout
gloves
out.
on and he was sanitizing the gloves at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
and
out
I've been
Sick Poppy. He's
I've
extra
been
conscious.
seeing more people do that. So
That's the type
you
of guy that
should
wears
patent
2 condoms.
You should patent that. That's hilarious.
I think that is as ridiculous as wearing 2 condoms.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
think it's pretty
me
on track to it.
Let me
Same-
put on this
same idea.
latex glove and then let me just sanitize the glove
Yeah.
before
Constantly too, like it's his actual skin. Like instead of just getting rid of the gloves, and changing them or whatever,
Right.
which is what you would do if it's unsanitary now. You know, you don't just
Right.
sanitize that glove; you get rid of it.
Right, nobody carries
Oh.
around one disposable glove.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But hey,
Exactly.
but everyone's reacting very differently to this. Everyone out there, give us your most creative greeting, since we're not allowed or supposed to at least. Not supposed to be dapping each other up, hugging, kissing, and all that. What is your go-to greeting? Get creative with it, guys.
And
know, right?
yeah, and let us know what you're doing to stay, conscientious
Yes.
and stay germ safe.
Mhm.
Like washing your hands a second time before you prepare food. You know what I mean? Making sure you really wash your hands when you go to the bathroom.
Absolutely, yes.
Washing-
Health tip: wash your hands, nasty.
That's a funny thing is like I see a lot of memes talk about this, but I find it remarkable that amidst everything, the key reminder for people is to wash your hands. And it's
Right, you should do
like,
that
Take me
anyways.
outside. How about that?
yeah.
You're not allowed to do that soon either. Go
No,
outside. How about that?
don't jinx it.
I
but-
know. I know.
You know what's eerie is like I talk to people. I talk to my mailman, and I'm like, "What's it like downtown?" And he's like, "It's a ghost town."
It
And
is,
like,
yeah.
for
Really
me, that's unsettling. Like I'm not so much unsettled by the disease. Like I am worried about it. I'm conscientious, but like I'm also just worried about reactions.
Yeah.
That's what's getting my
That's
attention.
really the big thing. Obviously,
Yeah.
like you said, the disease is a legit threat, and you need to be
Right.
cautious of it and all that. We've seen from fucking Rudy Gobert being careless can lead to shit. Now it's not just him and Donovan Mitchell; it's a couple people on the Nets, including Kevin Durant. You know, that deposit first. So you gotta just be smart, like you said. Don't pull stupid shit like Rudy Gobert. Touch things and people as little as possible,
Right.
including your face, even if you have a beautiful beard like I do. It's been really tough. And like this guy over here, yeah, it's been
I'm
tough
not
for me,
shaving.
but exactly. Yeah, the
Not.
talent's a shave too. That's
Oh,
a no-go for me.
I heard
Sorry.
that. I also, in including those athletes, Idris Elba was also.
Yeah, I did hear about that
he
too.
got diagnosed
This
too.
is crazy. Tom Hanks and his
Tom
wife.
Tom Hanks, I think they left. I think they're back home now.
Okay, good.
I think they recovered from it.
Yeah, they were like
Yeah,
in
because it was the
Australia,
first
right?
celebrity case.
Yeah, that's the first time, like, besides athletes, a celebrity that I know of got infected.
Oh yeah, of course. Other than yeah, you're right. Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
It's crazy to be safe out there, and even more devastating news than the virus. Tom Brady decided to bring his talents to the Bucks.
Yeah, I got a
We
friend,
had to address it. We had to do it.
I got a friend of mine who's super happy about that. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yeah, I
So
know
do
a few
we.
people.
It's a very polarizing thing.
It
Shout out
is.
Chaz Ray.
You know what? Here's
Yeah.
here's the way I
Griffey.
look at it. Tom Brady started playing when I was a young lad.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
20 was it 20 years ago?
20 years,
20
yeah.
years
20
ago.
years
Word.
ago.
So I thought I was around 9 or 10. I might have been older, whatever.
Mhm.
So he started playing when I was young.
Yep.
And I got to watch him earn and win every single one of his championships amidst all the scandals.
Yep.
And I'm grateful.
Hell yeah.
I'm not bitter. I'm not upset. Like, yeah, I'm a
Same.
little upset. I wanted him
Yeah.
to retire a Patriot. But
Upset in the
Everybody did.
fact of, man, I wish he was still here. Not
Right,
like, fuck
right.
you, Tom Brady.
Right.
Burn his
Ain't
jerseys.
nobody saying F you, Tom Brady.
Right.
Like, as I was talking about it earlier, homeboy took mad pay cuts to make sure that his
exactly.
team was strong.
Exactly.
He was
Yeah.
not egotistical. He was
Every
not about
contract.
himself. He was like, listen, I need my team to be strong. So, yeah, I'll earn less money.
Yep.
My wife earns X amount of money, and we're good because I'm Tom effing Brady. So,
Exactly.
let's
it's
let's
not
go.
about
Listen,
money.
I'm not a Tom Brady hater at all.
Ugh.
I love Tom Brady, but I will tell you,
Uh-huh.
those quote unquote pay cuts were not really quote unquote pay cuts.
I'm going to regret asking this.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Please elaborate.
Everything he took off the books. So let's say he was earning $20 million a season, and he restructured it to 15.
Yeah.
That $5 million that he would have got
Yeah.
was just put on his signing bonus, which is not on the cap, which helps us in the long run.
Okay.
So he was getting a pay cut annually, but he was getting it up front. Like, oh, here you go.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't like
Okay.
it wasn't guaranteed money on the back end.
No, it was guaranteed money because it was given to him up front.
Yeah, that $5 million was.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't.
but the rest of the
Ain't that
say
more
the
taxes?
20 a year wasn't guaranteed.
That's like
That
saying,
lump sum, that's more
I
taxes,
signed
though.
you for $100 million.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You restructure for 80, and I give you the 20 up front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it gets
All right, all
tricky
right,
getting
right.
into contracts and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It gets real tricky.
But I mean, he earned it.
exactly,
Exactly.
End
He
of the
earned his
day-
praise.
I was the one who's been saying this for like
I'm sad.
3-4 years.
I'll give you that. You have been saying that for a while. You
That every major top flight quarterback that was the shit where they were at always left to go play somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
So I knew it was gonna
got a
happen
point.
with Brady.
He's got
you
a
gotta
point.
prove something, right?
Montana did it. He was the Brady of his time.
And what did he prove?
That he can make the playoffs without his team. That's it. Because he ain't win nothing.
But we know that Brady's got a solid team.
He
With the
does. I'm
Bucs.
scared for them.
Exactly.
But I will say they are in a really crazy division. He has to play Drew Brees twice
Yep.
a year. He has to play Matt Ryan twice a year.
Ooh.
Matty Ice
So-
wasn't so great this year.
And now he has to play Terry Bridgewater twice a year.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, it's not going to be as easy for
Exactly.
him. You know what I'm saying? So,
And our division got a little tougher too.
Meanwhile,
we're
at the
no-
Legion of Doom.
we're no longer the cream of the crop of the East.
Not yet,
No.
It is now the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
which is crazy.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
the
When
end
I
of an
seen
era.
that they picked up Stephon Diggs, I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
yo,
huge.
they are legit.
Yep.
Because they were legit
Facts.
without him.
Yeah.
Now you add a number one receiver over there, it's over.
Yeah.
Damn.
This year.
So who's the next quarterback here in New England, guys?
I don't know.
I'm holding out hope it's either Cam
Mm-hmm. Cam Newton,
Mm-hmm.
or Andy.
Andy Dalton. Cam Newton or Andy Dalton?
Cam Newton could be real good.
I
for
don't
like
want
that.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Why not?
I mean,
Because,
we
yo,
could
come
teach
on,
him.
bro.
They
Listen.
could. Our
No,
coaching
you
staff
can-
could teach him
no,
more
no.
discipline than he's had. 'Cause he had very bad discipline
No.
last year.
You throw,
30 picks.
You throw 30 picks, you're going to throw 30 picks again.
I mean,
He's the
throwing 30 picks is like throwing no picks. It's like it's probably not going to happen most games.
Listen.
They'd be on point.
He had 33 touchdowns and 30 picks, bro.
That's facts.
That's horrible.
That's facts.
He could throw you 5 touchdowns.
30
for a
touchdowns
game.
is a solid
He could
season,
throw
though.
you 5 touchdowns for a game, but throw 6 interceptions and y'all lose.
Yeah.
I'm in
Yep.
danger.
Yeah.
Who wants that as a QB?
It's like-
I'm sorry, I don't.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, I
I've
mean, I
never-
think he could be
It's what
taught
you call a
discipline.
Pyrrhic victory. There.
I'm a little
Yeah.
I'm a little biased on Jameis because I was like I didn't like him ever since he
Yeah.
stole the crab legs in college.
What'd
I
he do?
never. There was an incident where he got arrested because he went to
Seafood restaurant.
a supermarket and he stole crab legs.
For what? What purpose?
When he was
I don't
already
know.
when he was already in the league.
Yeah, no, when he was at Florida.
Because
Florida
the
State.
motherfucker
wait,
was
he-
broke.
I was gonna say.
They
Have
don't
you,
pay college
have you,
athletes.
I was gonna say. Have you've been
What do you
college?
mean?
Colleges. Colleges.
He's on a full ride scholarship. Go
I
to
mean,
go
look,
to the
man.
Still could be
cafeteria.
broke. You still, if you're broke, you're
Look,
broke.
well, they don't. I'm sure they
Even-
don't serve crab legs at the cafeteria. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Closest thing to seafood they got in college was like yesterday's scallops.
Yeah, but you're gonna steal fucking crab legs.
They're
or
a
you're gonna
mystery. You don't want
start-
to eat that stuff.
You're the
man.
starting quarterback for Florida State, and you're gonna go and steal crab legs.
Listen, man. Sometimes you get bored. You want to see what
That's
real
like-
feels like.
that's
you
like-
know what I mean?
That's like Tom Brady going to a fucking Star Market and stealing a loaf of bread.
They would give him the loaf.
Like,
Why would he do that?
right?
Although they'd probably give it
I-
to him.
I-
It's Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
I
You
agree
know
with-
what?
with Apex,
Yeah, here you
though.
go. That's
I agree with
Have the
Apex.
bread,
If you're gonna
Tommy.
steal some, don't steal no crab leg. Get the lobster.
No, don't steal nothing. You're
You're a starting quarterback. You're right. You're
and,
right.
and you stole it near your college, bro.
Yeah.
They know
I mean,
you.
it's dumb, but
That's
he was
like
also a
that's like
19-year-old,
that's like when
18-year-old
DMX
broke kid.
That's like when DMX posed as the FBI agent.
That was great though.
Come on, DMX walks
was
up to you
great.
and said FBI. You gotta be like, Come on, D.
You gotta say it like him,
Where's my
though.
dogs at?
Uh-huh.
Where's my dogs at? Like,
It's a
come
Federal
on.
Bureau of Investigation. Put your hands up. Get on the floor.
I just think somewhere where people know you, like they, like yeah, right. Really, nigga,
Right.
like really. That's what we doing here.
Yeah, it's like when I what was it, either Shaq or Steven Seagal became a sheriff.
Shaq.
Was it?
Shaq.
It was Shaq.
Both
It's
actually.
like, yo,
both did.
Both became a
They-
sheriff.
they-
It's
Oh,
like.
Seagal's a sheriff. Shaq's just a regular cop, like a beat cop.
All right, yeah,
I
that's
can
even
see,
better
I
though.
can
Yeah.
see Steven Seagal being
Yeah,
a
he
cop.
was. There
But
was a TV
Shaq-
show or something like that too on Truth.
Yep,
Social.
yep, yep.
Come
Was
on,
it- was it
Shaq.
Shaq
You gotta
a
look.
genie?
You gotta look at
Yes, he was
Shaq
also a
like,
genie.
Oh,
yo,
man.
you're
out
a
to Shaq.
cop.
Yeah. Imagine Shaq undercover.
I would. You know how quick. You know how
What's
quick.
Where's the cocaine at?
You know how quick I would run,
I really love
and
some
he wouldn't
cocaine.
catch me.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
I seen his last
Fact,
couple games with the Celtics. Like that's a.
Yeah, he broke his toe, so he's even if he wasn't in shape.
I remember
he'd still
that. I
be-
remember
Yeah.
he scored 6 points, and then he was just like, "Yeah, nah."
Yeah, I'm out of here,
good.
bruh.
And I was like, "He'll be back. He'll be
Nope,
back."
that
And
was
then
a
fourth
random
quarter,
score,
I
yeah.
was like, "All right, yeah, he's changing the regular clothes now.
Yep.
Like he's
Yeah, he's done.
He had a
he's
broken
drinking a
toe.
beer, enjoying the game. I'm pretty sure he's
Yeah.
done.
He
Like-
started retirement right at that moment.
Yo, legit, I think he retired right after there. Yeah.
He did.
No, yeah, it was his last game.
But
He
yeah,
broke his toe.
I'm happy for Brady. You
Me
know,
too. Me too.
he gets to do what he wants. His wife wanted to be somewhere warm. It's okay. We
Yeah.
had 20 years.
And
Let
honestly,
somebody else have a couple years.
Honestly,
It was-
I
it's
think
Twilight years.
his
Greatness is
home was
over.
listed earlier
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that should have been. I don't know, not just because because of what I do. Like I read it, I knew it was out there.
Yeah,
right.
But like we knew that
It was big
something was
news.
happening.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
big news.
You don't list your
It was.
home because you're planning to stay somewhere.
Right.
Otherwise, the news would be Brady moved somewhere.
From Foxborough to
Right.
whatever, yeah.
As opposed to Brady listed their home.
Mm-hmm,
Dot.
Yeah.
Like-
exactly.
Well, like we heard when Obama moved. Didn't Obama move to the Martha's Vineyard? Like they bought a house
Yep,
here?
yep.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we know
yeah.
he's nearby, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Rambling, but you get it.
On that note, thank you very much, Tom Brady, for 20 years
Thank you, Tom.
of service, if you will. Appreciate that. We're going to go to a song real quick, and it's called Tom Brady, the GOAT. That's by K-Smooth and Chaz Ray. Mutual friends of ours. Shout out K-Smooth.
Shout out
We'll be right
K-Smooth.
back after this one, Fully Focused Podcast.
Let's go.
We're excited. I hope you guys are excited. And as Des said, let's let them hear it all the way down in Atlanta. We're still here. 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 All right.
I'm the GOAT. 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 Just like Brady, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. I'm the GOAT. 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 Just like Brady, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. I'm the GOAT, bitch. I'm the GOAT, bitch. I'm the GOAT, bitch. Like Brady, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. I'm the GOAT, bitch. I'm the GOAT, bitch. I'm the GOAT, bitch. Like Brady, yeah, you know. I'm the GOAT, bitch. Album full of hits. 6 strings like Brady, man, I never miss. You see the way I drip, and you start to wish I'm all that and a bag of chips on Nick. I'm like jewels in the slot when I touch down. I'm like the blue faces, don't get bust down. I don't fuck with clowns when I'm in title town. Pack your bags like Kyrie, I'm not playing around. This New England bitch, let it sink in. They say we cheating, but all we do is win. Wrong, spike your bitch, then toss it to my mans. She call me Bill, cause the D got her on the fence. I'm the GOAT. 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 Just like Brady, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. Taurus of the Virgo. I'm the go. I'm the go. I'm the go. I'm the go. Just like Brady, yeah, you know. I'm the go. 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 Just like Brady, yeah, you know. I'm the go, bitch. I'm the go, bitch. I'm the go, bitch, like Brady, yeah, you know. I'm the go, bitch. I'm the go, bitch. I'm the go, bitch, like Brady, yeah, you know. She know my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love me, but she in between. She love me. My drip be from the UK, cop that new Supreme drip. She know my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love me, but she in between. She love me. My drip be from the UK, cop that new Supreme drip. She know my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love me, but she in between. She love me. My drip be from the UK, cop that new Supreme drip. She know my name is Poppy, don't play around. Told me that I'm her favorite. Reason why she stuck around. Snuck in through the front door. Beat it down on the back porch. They still stuck on past tense. Time for you niggas head fast forward. I'ma drip down like a faucet. Bite my style, can't rock it. Dick rider need to stop it. You wonder why I'm still cocky. I'm the man, understand? Wrote my script, got a plan. You mad? Damn. You the nigga in the jam. I gotta sit back and relax. Ride and clean my seat back. Spanish chick with an ass tap. Pray to God she gon' throw it back. Break it down on this couch. Good sex, that A1. Love what you about. Freaky shit in that playroom. Christian Louis, that new Dior. Persian Prince, pink velour. Foreign flavors like a tour. Still at home for the game, I score like touchdowns. Sucker dance all in that pussy. Me and bust down. Make her pop it open for this rookie, yeah. She know my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love me, but she in between. She love me. My drip be from the UK, cop that new Supreme drip. She know my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love me, but she in between. She love me. My drip be from the UK, cop that new Supreme. Wanna join my roster? Next year I want an MVP. Better yet, I'm start charging. Fake niggas don't need a play. All my bitches bossed up. From overseas, asking what it might cost ya. Niggas doing fam, there's a fee. Just load up, take my chances and double up. Tron sipping, double cups. Rapper, we can't get enough. I'ma shine on these haters. Ball out like a Laker. All my bitches great A. Star 5, I'm a player. Gotta run it up with my gang. Free my guy, Poppy Dang. Shit was never the same. Ride on bro to the end. This party team till I die. Same niggas, we don't make change. Same Poppy stay fly. Make sure you remember the name.
Know my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love me, but she ain't my drip be from the UK, cop that new Supreme.
She know my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love me, but she in between. She love me. My drip be from the UK, cop that new Supreme drip. She know my name is Poppy when I'm on the scene. Started jugging just to stack and spin the screen. Told me that she love me, but she in between. She love me. My drip be from the UK, cop that new Supreme drip.
Fully focused, man.
Welcome back to the Fully Focused Podcast. We got Nathan Johnson with us right now.
Hey.
Lorenzo Mathis coming a little bit later.
I'm gonna get that sound bit.
Hey. Before we start the interview, let's make sure we got everyone with us. Apex, you with me?
Yes, sir.
Swagg Strong, you with me?
Yes, sir.
Nathan, you with me? That's a new one.
It seems like every guest we get, it's always a new one.
It is, yeah. But that was the most original, maybe.
Thank you.
Oh yes.
I'm a big fan.
Big fan of Michael. Hell yeah.
That's right.
I mean, like I said, we usually have rappers and singers on, so we usually go with music-themed questions. We're gonna go more acting today, but let's talk a little music first. What is your go-to music genre?
I love R&B.
R&B.
Huge fan of R&B.
Any specific?
Neo is my guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Neo is
I
my
like
guy.
Neo.
He's a great writer too.
Oh,
he's
great,
written
absolutely.
a lot of great music
Oh,
that you
yeah.
would never even think. Like
He's known before he came out with In My Own Words. He wrote for a lot of different music artists. He wrote for Beyonce, wrote for Rihanna, wrote for a couple of other different people that I'm losing focus on right now. But then he came out with his own line.
Music. Yep.
And I think I've listened to all 4. I haven't listened to his newest one, Good Man. I saved it to my Spotify, and I'm like, perfect. And I just kept going.
Haven't done it yet. Yeah.
I will though.
You will.
Yeah, you run back on it.
But I actually owned all 4 of the previous albums.
Awesome.
I loved all of them in different ways.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
My favorite one's Year of the Gentleman. Be completely honest with you.
That's the second album.
That's his third one.
Third
The
album.
second one
Gotcha.
was Because of You, which
First was the Notebook joint.
I liked, but it was I felt like In My Own Words was more of like a concise like thought, whereas Because of You was a singular thought.
Yeah.
And all of the songs kind of spoke around that.
Right.
And then Year of the Gentleman just told a
Yeah.
great story.
But yeah, My Own Words is definitely more eclectic, I guess.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of everything on it.
Kind of hits all
little
the notes
funk,
on the
little neo
spectrum.
soul,
Exactly.
little Yep.
It starts off with this just sick like Stay With Me.
Oh, Stay With Me. Yeah, I was
Stay
thinking,
With
let me
Me,
get
yeah.
this right. But yeah, Stay With Me. Yeah. They have a very similar cadence.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, Neo is my guy.
Absolutely. I can dig that. But let's start talking. You're here to promote some acting and some real estate stuff, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which one you want to dive into first?
We can dive into real estate.
We'll go there for
Dive into
cool.
real
I
estate.
know way less about that, so I'm intrigued. I mean, how'd you get into it? How does one get into being a real estate agent?
So I got into real estate through my friend and my broker, my brother, Alex E. Edwards. I met him on the set of a movie. We were actually doing a movie together in 2013, 2012, one of the two. And I got to know Alex. I got to admire him and respect him, all in that order over the years that we got to know each other, work together.
Yep.
And the one thing I noticed about him is that he was never really stressed about finances, stressed about money. We never really talked about that.
Right,
but
it's not something to really bring up.
But like every person that I spoke to had like 1 or 2 throwaways of just indications of like how they were doing financially.
Right, he gave you nothing.
He gave me nothing, not that I was expecting it, but it was just I
Right.
found it odd. So I asked him one day, I was like, bro, what do you do for a living? And he's like, oh, I do real estate. Oh, cool. And I just kind of left it at that.
I would have loved it if he said, "I'm an actor, asshole," and stormed off.
Right.
What do you mean?
He told me that, and then I asked him again at a later time.
Yeah.
Told me again.
Yeah.
And then finally, I asked him. I was like, all right, bro, like, what is it that you do? Like, let me find out. You know, he brought me on basically a day at work with him, showed me how to use MLS, filled in.
What was that
answered all
last
my-
word?
MLS, multiple listing services.
I heard molest.
Wow. Show me how to use
Yeah,
MLS.
he's very dark. Very dark.
My bad.
No, it's good.
Took
It's
the wind
good.
out of your sails there.
No, it's good. And then he basically showed me essentially what a day in his life is like, answered all my questions, let me kind of mull it over. And finally I went back to him and I said, I'd like to get started, tell me how to get started doing what you're doing. And he sent me back a name and a number. Now, Alex is a man of few words, so I was like, I guess I call this person.
Right.
So I called her. She set me up with classes. I studied, took the test, and passed it. And then I passed it, and I said, oh, Alex, what do I do now? You know, fast forward, whatever months. And he's like, are you free tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I went over to the office. He told me a couple things. I got started, and let me tell you, it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Real estate has given me a central focus. Thank you. Central focus. It's revitalized how I think about my day, how about my time, and it's opened up a world of possibilities. So I don't regret it.
Awesome.
I love
Awesome.
it. I think about it. I focus on it every single day, and every single day I learn something more. I think that's what I loved about it going into it, and that's what I continue to love about it now.
That's awesome.
So is
you,
it oh, yeah.
I got you. Like, you've been around like a whole bunch of areas, right? You sold in like a bunch of towns, everything like that. What do you think is like one of your best towns in Massachusetts?
The one,
Not just Boston, but like surrounding
the
areas.
best towns that I've like worked in.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably. So my personal favorite's gonna be Brighton. I love Brighton.
Brighton's good.
I've lived in Brighton since 2013, so I lived here for 7 years.
Sweet.
And I absolutely love it. Probably my favorite place to do rentals is Brighton, just because I know it so well and it's it's familiar. And I can actually answer questions like, what is it like at this time of day? Where do I find the best this? Where does that? And that's something I like to do with different towns that I work in. Like, if somebody's looking in this town, I'll do what I can to find out the most about this town.
Good restaurants, churches, schools.
Exactly. If I can, I'll walk through, take a drive through, just so I can answer these questions off the top of my head. So I'm not like, let me Google that.
Exactly, yeah.
Let me do what
like,
anyone
cool,
else
I could have
do.
done that too, yeah.
Right, exactly. So in terms of like, I guess buying and selling,
What flips the quickest? What city?
honestly, anywhere at Roxbury, Hyde Park.
Oh,
people
really?
love houses here.
Really?
Wow. Property value, even if houses that aren't completely built, houses that need work, people want to move into.
Right.
Because it means they're here.
That was my next question. Like, what do you think is the best sale? Is it a new construction or is it like an old Renaissance type, Victorian house?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for in the house, and depends on what your plans are, and depends on how you buy it. So there are different loans, there are different mortgage programs that actually work in favor of like you constructing and working on the home, building it back up. And there are different loan options that work to like eliminate your student loan debt, or not even, or limp it into the mortgage and get rid of it, or not even think about it when applying for it, like and put like 3% down. So there's tons of different options if people are looking to buy, and even if you're looking to sell too. But I guess people like to gravitate towards new construction because they don't want to have to do anything.
Of course,
The problem, or not the problem, the thing with new construction is that you're going to get a lot of competition because you're not the only person that wants a brand new house.
Exactly,
you're not the only person that wants to move into a house and not have to worry about the roof, the water heater,
being
the plumbing, the
old and leaky.
electricity. Exactly. Any work that has to be done in the house for years. You want to just move in and be like, all right, bet we're here.
Right.
Like, let's go.
Start paying the mortgage.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
So,
I hear that.
I guess it depends on what you're looking for.
Right.
It depends on what area you're looking for as well. I know a couple houses we're setting. I'm looking to this weekend in Attleboro, and I'm looking in Plymouth.
Okay.
So those are two very different.
Yeah, definitely.
Attleboro, we're looking at condos. In Plymouth, we're looking at single-family homes. So, I mean, the person that I'm looking for in Plymouth, he wants to find something with a finished basement, which most homes that I've looked at in Plymouth have a finished basement. The way I'm looking at it, if in Plymouth, if it doesn't have a finished basement, it's not on the market.
Really?
Legit, actually.
Wow.
So that's, like I said, it varies. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be vague and give like an answer that can be like easily shirked aside or disputed. It really depends on what you look for.
Right.
All
right. And what do you look for in tackling a project, tackling a building, taking it on, and trying to sell that for someone?
In terms of selling a home?
Yeah, like what do you look for? Like, do you kind of like say, I'm not going to do this certain type of house or whatever, they don't flip so well, or?
No, I don't. I can't say I've turned any. I'm going to bring this closer.
Yeah, do you think?
I can't say I've turned any sales down per se. I've had the privilege of being part of many different sales. One that was an older house and one was a newer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I look for what someone might use against me. When I say someone, I mean another agent.
Right.
Typically, when I say that, I look and I go into the house. I say, okay, so how old is your water heater? It's X amount years old. Okay, cool. They're probably going to try to use that and try to get money off of the sale. How old is your roof? Oh, we got the roof done 6 years ago. Okay, cool. That's fine. Because most roofs under 10 years of age, most people don't even look at. An inspector actually told me a roof that's under 10 years old, we call it new. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found that perplexing when I first started.
Yeah, it's a lot of that's a lot of time.
Yeah. Well,
They can last 25 to 30 years. 20 normally like 18 to 20 in New England because of the weather and everything.
Yeah.
So you got to factor in the sun and the snow and all that stuff.
Because you're getting battered by snow and cold water for like 6-7 months of the year, and then for 3 months it's like It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
what are other things that they look for to nitpick? Like, I know the roof is one, the foundation's one.
Foundation is one. Believe it or not, what we like to tell people, pipes as well. really shrewd buyers will look at electric and be like, oh man, it's knob and tubing. I really want updated electric, or this is 65 amps. I really wanted 100 amps. And I've only had a couple of those people that I've worked with, like try to, how do I say this? Their knowledge encroached what I knew.
Right.
Like it approached what I knew almost, I say. Because they're using terms like, oh yeah, this one's been extended. I'm like, how do you know that? Okay, cool. But that being said, like they'll look at what I like to do is when I'm looking at a home, I look at it the way a buyer would, and I look at it the way I would if I were an agent. Because the way I look at a home when I'm an agent is you ever seen the show Psych?
Yeah, with the fake psychic.
The fake psychic,
Yeah.
right? So they do this thing when he walks into a room and things highlight for him, and it's like bing, 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 bing,
Oh,
bing,
yeah.
bing. So that's how I look. That's how I go into a new home. I'm like, okay, cool. No water damage.
Yep.
Great foundation. I happen to be a gardener, so I'm like, okay, cool. Things are growing here and they're flourishing. The basement, there's no moisture. The attic is properly insulated. There's a right kind of outlet by the sink. There's certain things that I look at now, and I look at how many days this has been on the market.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if it's been on the market for 6 days, then we'll have to write a competitive offer.
Yeah.
If it's been on the market for 60 days, then we have a little bit of wiggle room.
Right.
Because if
Not as many people.
Right, and if no matter what I write in terms of an offer, it's most likely going to be considered because it's been 2 months and this house is still here.
Right. Yeah. So how quickly do houses flip on average?
For
you,
for me and my firm, every house that we
Not
sell.
just like, I think a better like on the listing. How quick the houses get on and off the listing?
Typically about 2-3 weeks with regards to thumbprint.
Really?
So under a month.
So if you see one that's like 2 months, 3 months, then
there's something wrong.
I can probably negotiate.
I can
something.
probably negotiate.
And there won't be as many people bidding on this because it's
right. The way I look at it is, if the house has been on the market for about 3 months, I know either the agent who listed it did something wrong in terms of pricing it too high, or there's something wrong with the house.
Right.
Wow.
Like maybe there was a leak or a hole or something that a certain buyer saw, or they found something in inspection that they didn't want to move forward with.
Can everybody get access to the MLS or
Only if you're working with an agent. The closest thing you can have is Zillow, and I don't recommend using Zillow because they're not as they're not. And nothing wrong with Zillow. I put my listings on Zillow all the time. The problem is not every listing that's going to be out there is going to be on Zillow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Using Zillow, you miss about 10% of listings that are on the market.
And they would also be delayed as well. So
Correct.
even
Like-
if they're off the market, it might. not
Correct. I've
say
had
off
people
the
call
market.
me about listings that I closed down like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
And they call me and they're like, "Hey, can I see this place?" I'm like, "It's been rented." Where did you see this? Oh, we
Yeah.
saw it on Zillow. Okay.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
no.
So, and me, I'm pretty OCD about taking things off and on the market when they're done. So,
Yeah.
like, I
They're
have one.
not diligent about it. over
Yeah,
there?
I have one apartment that we closed on that I took off the market, and I know I did as soon as we got the broker check. As soon as we got the broker fee, I was like, all right, cool, that's done.
Yeah. hell
Like
yeah.
I shouldn't have to worry about this ever again.
Yeah. Facts.
So
Give me something that you learned from doing this, from flipping houses and all that you use in an everyday situation.
don't be afraid to talk to people.
Socializing.
Don't be not even socializing. Just don't be afraid to tell people what you want. You know, I am not the most confrontational when I at my leisurely time.
Yep.
But I've learned to kind of combat that over the last couple years I've been doing this
Professionally.
Nice.
professionally and just personally. Out of the two of us, like my girlfriend is the more like head on, like, all right, cool, this is the issue, let's
Boom,
get
let's
to
do
it.
this. Alright.
Me, I'm more of like, okay, let's see how we got here, and the best, like, leap before you look.
Right. Yeah.
And I've learned, especially when doing this, like my broker friend brother Alex E. Edwards, he doesn't text.
No.
He sucks at texting.
Oh man.
So I have to call him
Yep.
if I have
Like a caveman.
well, you like like someone in the 1900s.
Yeah.
No. But even if I have like a short question, I have to give him a call, and then it's never an issue. It's like, hey, what does this mean with regards to this? Oh, it's this, and that. All right, cool. Thanks, man. Beep.
Boom.
And it's like I gotten used to that, but like the first time I called him, I was like, yeah, that was all I had to say. How are you? I'm good. You?
Oh,
I'm
especially-
great. I'm great.
Oh yeah,
I
especially
am
the
good.
voicemails.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later. Goodbye.
fair.
So that's one thing I've learned. Another thing is just not to give up, not to shirk when you meet an obstacle. An obstacle is just an obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
It can be overcome. It can be thought through, but it's never a stop sign.
Right.
Word.
A big obstacle I've come to when it comes to communicating with other agents is they won't respond. So I'm like, all right, cool. I have your name,
Yep.
I have your number, and I have your email address.
We'll get into
The phone didn't work. I'm gonna send you an email.
Yeah.
You're on the younger side, which means you probably text. I'm gonna text you,
Yep.
and now I'm gonna wait.
Yes.
And I like to wait
Uh-huh.
about, depending on the urgency of the situation. If it's something I need done, I'll
Yeah.
wait half an hour to an hour.
All right.
But if it's a showing, like for instance, I set up a showing for this weekend, and I called you like 3:00 this afternoon.
Yep.
I'm gonna call you back at 5,
Right.
or I'm gonna text you back at 5,
Uh-huh.
or something,
Gotcha.
because this needs to get done.
Exactly. Be on top of it.
Exactly. Like
All right.
stay diligent, stay tenacious, because
Yes.
that's what your clients and people that you work for will respect. Not
Absolutely.
someone who's like, I tried to call him, but yeah, I could have sent a text or an email. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
we
wait.
know how that is.
I'm
Yep.
just gonna wait. Because you know what happens when you wait? Every minute that passes that you don't do it, you're either gonna think that you can wait longer, or you're gonna
Yep.
think that it's not important.
Word.
Right.
That's
or
good.
You're gonna, or
That's
you,
good life advice.
Great
Definitely.
life advice.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Or you'll overthink it.
Yeah.
You overthink it.
Yes.
Like
That's the worst. Like,
I have this habit of
Once you
just
start overthinking, you psych yourself out.
oh, yeah,
thank
all
you.
the time.
Thank
Yep.
you.
And then you're back into that circle. Then you're waiting
Exactly.
even longer. Then
Right.
you just-
I have this bad habit of like when I was younger thinking people were mad at me when I didn't hear from them, and then like I go to talk to them. And this, I'm not even talking about as a kid. I'm talking about like
Yeah.
high school.
Right. Like,
'Cause, like, when we-
18, 19, 17.
Yeah. Like we had the emergence of social media when it was in its infancy. So like I'll
Yeah.
send like a message on the AIM.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
showing
yeah.
how old I am on the AIM in the instant messenger. Oh
Bingo.
God! Oh,
That's the one right there.
right in the nostalgic
Yeah.
bone in my body, all of them. So like I would send him a message and then I don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh yeah, sorry, I was watching TV. Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, we'll meet there tomorrow. That's cool. And I'm like,
Word.
3 hours went by, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what did I do?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Damn.
Should I apologize? Should I call her? Like,
Now people just living.
exactly. So I think that's the biggest lesson I've learned is just not to assume the words. Just like if they're busy, they're busy. They'll call you back. And that helps with regards to also calling people and asking for business.
Uh-huh.
That's a big part of our business is calling people and
Facts.
being like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm a real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing today?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you need any assistance? Is there any way I can help you? How can I help you? Well, let me tell you how I can help you. Oh, what can I do for you? This is what I can do for you. Matter of fact, I can do this over the phone for you for free. Oh, you already hung up. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. I've been talking to myself for the last 6 minutes. Very good. Very
And how
good.
if
Good
someone's
practice.
in the market for a house, an apartment, something like that, how do they get in touch with you?
They can give me a call at 617-504-0670.
Yep.
They can look up Nathan Johnson at Thumbprint Realty, which is a page on Facebook.
Okay.
They can ask me different questions I have about loan products and different questions that I can answer you about the process because I've explained it and I've been teaching classes for quite some time now. So it's really
Word.
just a streamlined rant at this point.
Fair enough. That's fair.
So that is how they can get in touch with me.
And did you have another one over there? Looks like you're getting ready to say something. No.
No.
Well, then lastly on this, I have one more question about the real estate thing. Then we'll get into your acting career.
Yes, sir.
You said that it was an acting buddy that got you into it. Is it common amongst actors to also be into that industry?
When I'm
or is
on-
that just coincidence?
So another reason that led me to real estate is I was on set multiple times, and
Yep.
multiple times I talked to different people who also are real estate agents.
Yes.
So they're dealing with deals, and they're talking to different people on their break when they're not supposed to have their phone. They have their phones. It's whatever. And I was astonished at the fact that they're able to do this. They're able to balance, their work life and their acting life. You know what I mean? Their real estate life and their acting gigs. And I'm like, all right, clearly this is something they can do remote.
Right.
Clearly this is something that I can check on while
Via-
being on set.
Yeah, on internet, via my phone or something like
right.
that.
Exactly, and that's what drew me to
Okay.
real estate. It was one of the many things that drew me to real estate. And it took me a long time to really decide and like cement in. I want to be a real
This-
estate agent
yeah,
because I had
this
to
is what
ask
I'm gonna
myself,
do.
am I just doing this to do it?
Right.
Because I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to waste time and put money and energy into something that I'm just doing.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
because that's the worst.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I had to
100%.
I had to have that conversation with myself, have a meeting with myself, as a friend of mine says, multiple times.
Yes.
And then I realized, no, I'm not just doing this. This has been
A career.
in my head,
Yep.
in my life, in my sphere for
Right.
a long time.
Right.
So
Oh yeah.
Tell me what's like the biggest fulfillment you got so far, and like the best sale you got, like the one that like you can remember, and it's gonna keep on pushing you to keep doing this.
that would be the one that I had in Melrose. I helped a couple of friends of mine. They started off as clients, and they ended up being friends because we actually play the same video game on PlayStation. So we discovered that while we were looking at homes. So I helped them buy their first home. Two of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. Like they both have PhDs.
Wow.
And I'm just like, wow. Okay, cool. Like they said something like about their work, and I'm like, I can't even comprehend what you just told me. Like, yeah, let's we have 10 minutes to get to this house. Let's go.
Word,
I helped them buy their home. It was not only a good sale, but it was just a great process. I was able to kind of show and flex like what I do.
Yep.
I was able to get their money on their sale based on different alterations or fixes that they wanted. And I was able to call locally to shops in that town and be like, hey, can you give me a quote on this? Hey, can you give me a quote on this? Because when the agent came back and tried to say, no, this is how much we want to give, I'm like, all right, so here's the quotes that I got from Melrose Carpenters. And this is the numbers that I got, and I'm asking for below that. So can we conclude this?
Word.
And I was so enamored and happy by that process. I think that was the second time I had done that. And I was just like, all right, cool. I can do this. I can really do this.
Hell yeah.
And that's when it set in for me. And I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And that's when I started officially. I had been messing with the name, but I've been like officially called myself a buyer's agent from that point on because I'm just like, yes,
Hell yeah.
yes, this is who I am. So
That's
I think about that all
Like
the
I
time.
hustled that. I
Uh-huh.
worked for
Yeah,
that.
exactly,
That was-
that
was it.
exactly.
And at the heat of the moment, you had the eye of the tiger. It was like,
The thrill
Yeah.
of the fight.
Facts. Yes. Word. So let's talk about your first love, acting.
Yes.
How young were you when you started?
I was 7 years old.
7 years
Wow.
old.
I was 7 years old.
On plays or something like
A
that?
play. I
Or-
started off as a play. I didn't
Uh-huh.
start doing film until I was 14, 15.
Oh shit. That's
And I
still pretty young.
Oh yeah. But I started when I was 7 years old on a stage.
Mhm.
My mother took me to a lot of different plays, and I've obviously been watching movies. I used to do impressions when I was a kid, and then I stopped doing them. And then yeah, no,
Do you have any in your back
yeah,
pocket
come
right
on.
now?
Pull one out. You had to say
What was
it.
your go-to?
I used to do Scooby Doo a lot as a kid.
Oh, word.
Ray, like, wow, Scooby, we need to get you some Scooby snack. Ruby.
Awesome.
That was really good.
I used to do a lot more, but like I got older and I stopped. I didn't have an interest in it.
Yep.
To like cultivate the talent and do
Right,
different
right,
things with
right.
it. But I used to do different scenes from movies, just reenact them with a buddy of mine. We used to watch Batman Forever, which I used to reenact different fight scenes from that. TV shows I tape. I learned how to use a tape recorder.
Nice.
Again, showing
Yes.
off old I am.
Right.
And I used to tape different episodes and reenact different scenes.
Nice.
I think when I got to high school, that's when I started taking my first acting classes when I was 14. I took 14, 15, one at the Actors Workshop in South Boston, and then another one at Emerson Summer Stage. And then obviously took the classes in high school, studied outside of it, and then I made the decision I wanted to major in it because I couldn't see myself doing anything else with not only school but with life. You know, I was really good in English, really good in science. None of those things were my passion.
Right. Exactly.
None of those things got me out of the door. But like one day being an actor got me out of school, sat me on that hour-long bus ride, got me to school, and got me back from there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And you said 7 years old, you started on stage. 14-ish, you were in films? Was film, TV, or movies?
So 14 years old, I started doing not official film, like nothing like SAG AFTRA, just like independent.
Gotcha.
My first on screen was actually in The Equalizer, and I was in a scene in the background.
Nice.
And and before that, it was this other movie that I didn't see, and I don't really remember.
Didn't even bother checking it out.
Well, it was. I remember the scene I was in, but it was such like a. It was only a couple days we were on there, and it was such a quick scene that I didn't even bother looking it up. I think it's Clear History.
Clear History.
I
Oh,
think.
that's like one of the scary movies about. No, is it not?
I don't know.
Oh, wow, he doesn't even know.
I need some milk, but almond milk, but not cow milk because I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah, no, that would continue up until my biggest role, which is still to date I love it.
What's that one?
That's in Patriots Day.
Patriots Day. All right, Patriots Day. Tell me about that.
Patriots Day was great because I actually wasn't. I auditioned for that role. And I auditioned for that exact role, didn't get it, but I was still called to set to do work.
Nice.
And this is shortly after I got in. Thank you. I got inducted into SAG-AFTRA.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I was on set, and I was just talking to a couple of different people, and I got called by the director. He was like, "Hey, you," and I turned around. I was like, "Oh boy!" Like I did something. I'm getting kicked off set. Okay, cool. Eyes on me. And he's like, "Yeah, sit right there in that chair." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "All right, pretend like you're on a computer." I'm like, "Okay." And he starts doing this whole thing.
Yep. Like
You
the
know,
typical director.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, "All right, cool." I'm like, I'm holding someone's place, whatever.
Right,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
out of here soon. And then he's like, "All right, get makeup in here." And I'm like, "Get makeup in? Get makeup
That's a
where?
good sign.
Where am I going? Where, what is happening?"
Oh.
And so, makeup comes, all this other stuff. And by the time I realized what was happening, I just, my brain just caught up with me in the fact that he gave me action and dialogue and things to do. And I'm like,
I'd have been like,
"Oh, okay."
Oh, I'm doing this
I'm like,
for
no,
real.
for real. Like, I didn't even get to say I'm ready for my close up.
Right.
yeah.
I just
See,
registered.
I was just more like, if I just stay still, I won't wake up. That's what I was thinking.
Exactly. Nobody
awesome.
pinch me.
Right.
Right.
This is clearly a manifestation of my external thoughts that oh no, this is really happening.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool.
So did you steal someone's job, or did they back out or have to not do it? Why'd you get the gig when you didn't originally?
From my understanding, I used to think it was because I auditioned for it and the director remembered me, but I'm like, of course, that's not what happened.
That's a great way to think of it.
Yeah, but
that's how I'm gonna think about it.
I was told that there was a guy that was selected and he wasn't working out, and he saw me because. So at the time, I was talking to somebody, and I remember what happened exactly. This is why he picked me out. This is why he knew me. I don't remember the conversation, but I did a Michael Jackson
Yep.
and
Nice.
apparently that caught his attention. And he came right over to me.
Really?
And I'll never forget that because again, I don't know what I was talking about.
Right.
But I was also like, okay, cool.
And it's weird that that's the thing that got him. Michael Jackson was not born yet when the Patriot Patriots Day. What was it called? Which one again? I'm sorry. There's so many Patriot named movies.
So this
It's
one's
the
about
movie
the
about the
Boston bombing.
Oh, it was that one. All right. Cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
so
I thought
Michael-
it was the why did I think it was the other one, the Patriot, with like Mel Gibson?
You're
or
thinking
some
of
shit.
the colonial.
Yeah, that
Damn,
joint.
that
Thinking
was
like the
dope.
Renaissance.
I
That's
legit thought it was that.
no.
He's like, so
They
were you
didn't-
one of those
That
guys?
makes more
They
sense.
didn't
than
have
that.
computers back then.
That was good.
Way back in 2015.
He's like, okay, I'm not following.
I thought
this.
that's my bad. I thought it was the other one.
Like,
thought
I
it was that.
declare this town of Lexington. Hold on, let me send the
Yeah,
gif.
I pictured him in like the 3-point hat and shit like that. It's like he's drumming or some shit.
No.
He's like,
So
he's like, I want you to melt steel,
Yeah.
and you act like you're on a computer.
it's like, sure. Computers existed in 1774.
that's
So
You mean like typewriter or?
Or chisel and stone.
What are we doing here?
so yeah, that happened, and I was able to get the footage. And actually, whenever people ask, I YouTube it, find it on a streaming site, and I know the exact
I looked.
moment.
It's hard to find.
It
Yeah.
is hard to find.
It is.
Yeah.
Really?
'Cause
If
I
you,
was
if
talking
you
to
get an
someone-
Apex, put it on the page.
I
with all
was
the
talking
pictures.
to someone about you.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who it was. But I was like, yeah, my boy Axe. He was in the movie about the bomb and blah, blah. Let me show you the scene. I gave it a good old hard try for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I fucking give
Well, it was I'm sure I'll find it. I'll send it over for you. But it was my other buddy Brandon Scales actually. Shout out to Brandon Scales.
Yeah.
We had a long conversation about what had happened because he was on the movie too.
Right.
He had the privilege to work with Peter Berg on a couple of other different projects.
Right. Yep.
He worked with him on Mile 22.
Nice.
And he worked with him on Spencer Confidential, which actually just released on Netflix.
Oh, I
recently.
just watched that the other day. It was way better than I thought it was.
He
gonna be.
played the cop that was framed.
Okay. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
So, and I know lots of other people who worked on that and got called for that. I remember when it was shooting.
Yeah, because it was right over here.
Yeah. Him and Peter Berg have a nice track record. And from what I understand, Peter is an amazing director to work with.
Word.
And from the little that I worked with him on Patriots Day, like I never had any bad or adverse feelings.
Yep.
Like he explained exactly what he wanted,
Yeah.
and he put it in a way that I, as an actor, could understand.
Yeah.
And it was easy to execute on.
Hell yeah.
It was that simple. And I learned that's because he is an actor.
Yeah.
So he knows how to speak to actors.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
That's facts.
And that's what's most important. Like, there's a reason why certain directors work with certain actors.
Yeah.
Like, Tarantino will always work with like Christoph Waltz or Michael Madsen or you know what I mean. Scorsese will always work with Leo, etc. and so on.
Hell yeah. Word. So tell me about your worst gig. Worst gig.
Oh, my worst gig. I can tell you about one of my worst auditions.
That's fine. Yeah, that's close enough.
I don't know that I had any bad gigs because all of them I got something from.
Right.
My worst audition was I don't remember where. I'll put it this way. I'm not gonna say where it was.
All right.
I'm not gonna say where it was or even what it was for. But I got so mad at this audition because I knew what they were asking me. And like I guess I wasn't thinking about it the right way.
Was it porn?
No. So I read the part. I did the audition, and in my head I nailed it because I did. And
That's right.
And the directors were like, all right, Nathan, that was really good. Can you try it again? But how do I say this? And then she did one of these things where she's like looked over to the other guy, and the other guy's like, Nathan, where are you from? And I'm like, from Mattapan. Oh, good. Can you do it like you are a kid from Mattapan?
Mattapan.
You know, like, and I'm like, no, I am from Mattapan. I live there.
So you want me to pull my pants down and be like, yo, what's up, my nigga?
So it took like them fumbling through their request like two more times before.
Try not to sound racist in the way they were saying it.
Right. But I wasn't alarmed. I was just so angry, and I was just so like, dog, like, for real?
Really? You want me to stereotype myself?
Like, you want me to be a caricature? Mm-hmm. That's what you want me to do?
Do you know who CJ is from San Andreas?
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of Charlie Murphy from the Dave Chappelle Show? So I would like you to be Charlie Murphy.
No, what they was gonna say to you, they was like, well, Nathan, can you do that again and not, suck?
Dang.
That's what they wanted to say.
So I knew what they were asking, and that request would go on and propagate itself further in my auditions and career.
Yep.
And I reacted less harshly because, on the one hand, it's like I don't want to caricaturize myself. I don't want to do this tap dance, song and dance. But at the same time, though, I'm like, what movie is this?
Right.
Like, how?
It depends on the character, the context of the film.
Exactly. And at that point, I wasn't union yet, so whatever they were gonna pay me was gonna be non-union.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say trash, but like it wasn't gonna be as much as the union checks were.
Right.
Now, and I mean that opens up a different conversation, different can of worms. But it's like, how much is your dignity worth? I guess.
Right.
Meanwhile.
So I mean that's probably my worst audition, and I think I I think I got too much in my head in that audition. I was angry about it for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, our job is to be a character, and if
Yep.
that's the character they were looking for,
Right.
then that's the character that should have come out that day.
Right. He's not saying, Nathan, this is what I think of you. Necessarily.
Necessarily.
Is that how it felt,
right.
though?
That's-
Is that why you
that-
got it?
That's how it felt. It's
Uh-huh.
like, and it just brought back a bunch of bad memories
Mhm.
because I, not to get too negative, but like, that's a bit of a sore spot in terms of like, growing up in my neighborhood. It's like I always spoke, acted a different way.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I was
Yeah.
ostracized in that regard by people that looked like me
Yeah.
first.
Exactly.
And so whenever that happens, it just kind of brings me back to that moment the first time it did, and I just got as hurt as I was then. But
Right.
over the years, I've had auditions, I've had different characters, I've had to portray, I've gotten over it. But I think at that point, that was probably my worst experience auditioning.
If there's
Okay.
somebody that you can work with next week, like give you a phone call, like you're on this gig, but we need an A-list actor to act with you. Who you comfortable with?
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover, that's a great choice.
He
He's
said that
an
shit
American
quick.
treasure.
This is America.
Absolutely Donald Glover.
mean-
There's no part of his career that I don't respect.
Yeah.
And there's no part of his personage that I don't respect.
Mhm.
I know people who don't like him for different reasons, and those reasons are heavily debatable. But
He's stupid.
yeah, well,
Well,
well, but
I
I mean,
didn't
in
say
terms
it.
of he's a great musician,
Yeah.
incredible actor.
I like his dad. as
writer,
an actor.
producer.
his what?
I like his dad.
His dad?
It's not really his dad. Danny Glover is not his father.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's not, no.
He's not.
They're not related, bro.
Yeah.
And
There's
would
a
and that
rumor
would
going
be
around
that.
for it's still that's the thing is a lot of people still think that though.
What? That
that
he's
is
two
the case.
people?
No. That Donald Glover is Danny Glover's son.
Oh.
They're not
Yeah,
related. They're not
they're not
related
related.
at all.
They're-
Nope.
Otherwise, that would have been come up.
Yeah. No, yeah, they're not related. A lot of people still think that though. And it's because
We're
I
gonna
seen an
fact check
interview
that.
with him where early in his career he's like he thought it was kind of cool, so he just never corrected anyone.
Right.
and
And
that's kind of cool. Yeah.
another
I am
person
too old for
I
this
would
shit.
say two more people. One is Jim Carrey because
Yeah.
I've been watching him since I was a kid,
That's
and
one of
now
my
he's
dream
on this
interviews.
he's on this movement where he's transcended like
Oh yeah.
human desire and all this other. He's basically whatever. Like
He's the universe right now.
He's the
Yes.
universe right now, and I'm like, there's something I can learn from him either as a character actor or as a person.
Yes, absolutely.
And then the last person would be The Rock because I know The
Ooh.
Rock would whoop my ass.
Hell yeah.
The Rock would. He'd be like, "Hey, wake up, jabroni! It's 3:15. It's time to go on our run." I'm like, "Excuse me?
Right?
Like we're going on a run, then we're gonna swim with the dolphins, and then we're gonna go work out, and then we're gonna look over the script." I'm like, "What?
Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne.
Yeah."
Hey, Dwayne. How many of these eggs you want me to
Yeah.
get?
Like, why are you chewing coffee? I don't know. It's like-
It's 6 a.m. I know
Damn.
what you're cooking, Rocco. God damn it.
the man wakes up at 4:30 every day.
I do too.
Insane.
You do wake up at 4:30?
Yeah.
Shout
I'm
out
not
to
even
kid for
asleep
being
yet.
right for the first time in his life.
Oh yeah.
This guy.
Hey, he fact checked it. We got a fact check,
Yeah,
fellas.
he's not.
They're
Oh.
not related.
They're not really. Oh, we checked it out.
Yeah.
We fact checked it. They're
That's
not
what's
related.
up. You know, they're
Yeah.
absolutely not related.
Or-
Different Glovers, same hand.
Not sure that's true either.
That's nasty.
It was,
I improv that. By the way.
This Worries.
summer,
Um,
studio that brought you I Dream of Jeannie and the Monkeys,
Damn, son.
Danny Glover, Donald Glover,
The Glovers.
the Glovers, different
the Glovers are off.
same hand,
This film is not yet rated.
rated R.
Or is it?
All right, so we have one more guest coming a little later.
Woo.
But I get one. And that's a butt of yours, right?
Yes, he is.
You know Lorenzo.
Oh, I do.
How do you guys know each other?
We met on set.
Of course.
We met on set.
Of what?
We're my Ghostbusters, right?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. It was filming in 2014.
Yeah.
It was filming, and
That's awesome.
that film. That actually was the film. The first time I was SAG after
Word.
was on that, and I'd actually paid my rent for 3 months.
Hell yeah.
I was called every single day.
Hell yeah.
Every single
That's
day.
awesome.
I had 5 different background roles in
Mm.
it. I remember one time we were filming, and then there was like 15 of us.
Uh-huh.
There were 15 of us. We were set to do this running scene.
Yep.
And and I literally got my food, sat down at the table, and then the PA came in. Guys, I am so sorry. We need you back on set. And all of us were like, all right, let's get this done. And we continued working.
Yep.
And I remember I was working at a restaurant at that time, and I had a shift that I got coverage for twice, but it was denied. And it was a shift the same day they were shooting, and they were like, if you miss this day, you miss golden time, and that's a $700 check.
Damn.
And I'm like, yeah, I think I know that my choice has already been made. Like, and mind you, I got coverage twice. It was a double, though.
Yeah.
So if I called out of that.
Yeah, you're fucked.
I was, yeah.
Yeah,
But
fuck that place. $700 check.
well, I mean, I actually wrestled with it because I didn't want to screw anybody over. Like, I understand what I was doing. I was calling out of a double of a busy section.
Right, yeah.
But you can't pass up an opportunity like that.
That was my thinking, and I knew what I was doing. I went into work the next shift, and I didn't even tie my apron. I was ready. My managers, they're like, Nathan, can we see you in the office?
If I had to work tomorrow,
and
Diddy called me right now and said, I need you in LA to be in the studio in God knows how many hours.
Right.
I'm out.
Done.
Fuck everybody. I'm gone.
That's fair.
I will get there. Like, especially with these airline prices.
Right.
$35.
You gotta take that Steph Curry shot right there.
You know, it's like $45 to go to Denver right now.
Yeah, crazy.
$45. That's
it's
less.
$30 to go to Orlando.
30. Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
No, round trip.
Round trip.
Yeah, round trip.
So you're telling me if I would have walked into GameStop, who decided to stay open amidst everything, by the way, and if I would have
on GameStop.
Legit though, and I'm gonna buy a PlayStation 4 game, it would be more expensive than a round trip to Orlando right now. That is crazy to me.
Hell yeah.
I haven't paid full price for a game since 2014.
Oh man.
Woo! That's right. I trade my stuff in.
Hell yeah. One more question real quick before we switch you to Lorenzo. I'll play a little bit of music. What is the process of getting into SAG?
Getting into SAG.
Screen Actors Guild.
The Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA, which I'm sure Lorenzo knows the name. I forgot. But the process is you got to sign up with a casting agency and do a bunch of background work. You got to pay your dues.
Yes.
So you got to sit there. You got to eat lunch second. You got to sit there in the long waits and all this other stuff. And you get what's called our vouchers. You get 3 vouchers. You're in SAG.
Okay.
The only other way to get to, unless things have changed, is to get a speaking role and just get thrown in, I believe. Am I right, Lorenzo? So, like, if you're not SAG and then you're like, hey, we're gonna put you in the Equalizer and you're gonna be the guy that Denzel throws to a glass pane. Oh, by the way, you're in SAG now.
Oh,
it's like, oh, okay, because you have to be.
Yes, exactly.
You can't be on camera and not
legit
be under
film.
contract.
If you get a Rock Bottom by Dwayne Johnson, you
right.
should be in SAG, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sign me up.
Absolutely. That's why you're not supposed to, flaunt or anything, but every time I go on set, I'm like, please just let me be the guy that gets thrown through or onto something. I'm okay with that. Just I don't care if The Rock actually elbows me. It'll be somewhat of a childhood dream of mine.
Yeah, for real. Like to get beat up by a Stone Cold. If he beat me up, middle finger me and pour some beer on me, I will. My life is well set.
That's a story you could pass on to you.
Yeah.
One time I got elbowed in the face by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Exactly.
The
people's elbow.
You think how much clout I can get with my clients? Like, just be like,
you see this right here?
You see what happened to you? Are you okay? Yeah.
That's The Rock.
Funny story.
So are you familiar with The Rock? Perhaps you've smelled what he's cooking. He elbowed me in the eye, and now I can't see the color purple. But
I smelled what he was cooking.
I smelt it.
Great
I
fun.
smelt it.
Hell yeah. On that note, thank you very much, Nathan. We're going to have you come back a little bit later for left field questions and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Lorenzo and Mathis, when we come back, for the Focus Podcast, we'll be right back.
Let's do it.
We making moves. Sheesh, we making moves. Damn, we
moves. Okay, let's get it out. Move, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Whoa, there, cause we're making moves. Yeah, we making moves. Sheesh, we making moves. Sheesh, we making moves. Sheesh, move, bitch, get out the way. 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 Whoa.
OG Kush in the phone, Joe. Driving drunk, I'm irresponsible. Slap a top from a raunchy hoe. Said she loved the way my song go. Get her wetter than a poncho. Pass her off like I'm Rondo. Scoring this is for my squad. Because she get the whole squad. Don't love that, don't got the rob no more. I don't carry arms no more. But don't get it twisted, that's to get some hitters. And they always ready to lock and load. Rock and roll. Please don't rock the boat. I bet you ain't seen nobody like me. Picture me comparable. Some dudes is intolerable. Lying about all that they do. Ay, I can think of a lion or two that would fit right in them shoes. Wait, fuck them, they want me to lose, but that's not what I'm gonna do. Shit, I got something to prove. Me, I got nothing to lose, so I'm on the move. I'm making moves. We making moves. Sheesh, we making moves. Damn, we making moves. Okay, let's get it out. Move, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Whoa, there, cause we making moves. Yeah, we making moves. Sheesh, we making moves. Sheesh, we making moves. Let's get it out. Move, bitch, get out the way. 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 Moves, bitch, I'm a groove. Hey, and if that come out, then your whole squad lose. Hey, okay, let's get it now. What's up with niggas be dissing us? Really, I know you be missing us. Yo, thought he all on my dick, all on my balls, but no, it's not miniature. Hey, I hit your bitch with the finisher. Your bitch in my sex, so I'm blissing her. And I got that well like the minister. And all these bad bitches catfishing you. Hey, yeah, bitch, I'm rolling with Timothy. And I got that cricket, no chimney. Sheesh, and I'm coming all through your chimney. And I'm bringing smoke, ain't no gifts to me down. Sheesh, nigga, yeah, you know who the best is. I know you see my reflection. That's gonna answer your question. Ooh, yeah, you know what a weapon is. Me and the kid on some other shit. Yeah, nigga, y'all veterans. We making moves. Sheesh, we making moves. Damn, we making moves. Okay, let's get it out. Move, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way. Whoa, there, cause we making moves.
Get a game, baby.
Big blunt of the GG, you know we bumpin' some Weezy. Told my bitch love me, you leave me. She say she need me, all she wanna do is please me. Fuck me, stay loyal and feed me. Say I'm the greatest, knuckles pull up in the latest. Doubles the blunt of the dankest, I smoke like Jamaicans, so I don't know how to fake it. I had to go out and take it, I know I'ma make it. Cause they love the flow I created, everywhere I go I be banging. I keep it on me cause the oppas they hope I be naked. Plotting on the door I be making, a nigga run up, I'ma dun him. My little brother, he a drummer. My 40 got kicked like a punter. I put a hit on your mother. You know how I'm bumming. If it ain't about money, I dub it. I ain't really in the clubbing. I came from the gutter, turn nothing to something. Man, shout to the plug for the drugs that he fronted. I just want them hundreds. Man, I'm talking 100 on 100 on 100. So play with my money, little nigga. You know how I'm bumming, I'm bumming, I'm bumming. You know how I'm bumming. Rolling big dope out the onion. We bring them balls out for nothing. You know how I'm bumming. I've been on it since a youngin'. Never folk keep it 100. You know how I'm bumming. Reach for my chain and I'm dumbing. Just cop the glizzy, put the drumming. You know how I'm bumming. You know how I'm bumming, I'm bumming, I'm bumming. You know how I'm bumming. Rolling big dope out the onion. We bring them poles out for nothing. You know how I'm bumming. I've been on it since a youngin'. Never folk keep it 100. You know how I'm bumming. Reach for my chain and I'm dumbing. Cop the glizzy, put the drumming. You know how I'm bumming. You know how I'm bumming, I'm bumming, I'm bumming. You know I was just big and back being bull, in the trap being fool. I used to keep the racks in my trues, had the cracks in the blues. Hey, I was bringing straps into school, cause if you like, then you do. Don't make me put your ass on the news. Knuckles got a short fuse. You know how I'm bumming, there's no chat. All facts, nigga, no cap. At the shows, I be so strapped. 50 niggas on stage and they don't rap.
Free papers, free haze, free books, and while you at it, free Kodak. This dope got me stuck like a froze app. Probably could've been chopper, but chose rap. BB just hit me, said bloody, you killing these niggas. Let's make a mill on these niggas. Send me some music, these rappers be killing me, nigga. I'm really not feeling these niggas. I told them I'm working, competition steady lurking. One of us can make a purchase. These niggas hurting, I'm in my Birkin. But why you think these birds steady chirping? You know how I'm bombing, rolling big dope out the onion. We bring them balls out for nothing. You know how I'm bombing. I've been on it since a youngin'. Never folk, keep it 100. You know how I'm bombing. Reach for my chain and I'm thumbing. Just cop the glizzy, put the drumming. You know how I'm bombing. You know how I'm bumming, I'm bumming, I'm bumming. You know how I'm bumming. Rolling big dope out the onion. We bring them poles out for nothing. You know how I'm bumming. I've been on it since a youngin'. Never folk, keep it 100. You know how I'm bumming. Reach for my chain and I'm thumbing. Cop the glizzy, put the drumming. You know how I'm bumming. You know how I'm bumming, I'm bumming, I'm bumming. You know how I'm bumming.
Got all my niggas beside of me. All the niggas I know that's gon' ride for me. Spun the block, home invasions and robberies. Need the code to the safe and don't lie to me. But now I'm trying to cop me a property. Stack on my funds, moving up, no monopoly. And I'm trying to stay positive. Demons inside of me talking, I won't let them out of me. And I'm trying to calm down, but these niggas keep trying me. Gon' get a whole different side of me. But fuck all these niggas, I'm copping designer things. Feel like I just hit the lottery. And diamonds keep shining, reminding me how my heart cold, but they got your whole eye on me. Bitch, I come from the gutter to stand in the jungle, but you know that taught me a lot of things. They don't live how I live, but they copy me. Watch the thousands pile up, they surrounding me. Better have a plan B, they was down with me. Now I'm counting these G's and they proud of me. Man, fuck all that faking shit. I know you hating, bitch, talking about how you in love and shit. Bitch, I just want the neck and it don't give me sex, and I'm going Oski with the cover shit. Only money and music, my motivation. So to say I ain't chasing, you sorta hating. He got crazy, got case for these altercations. Let it spray out his face, leave his soldier spraying. Every day that I wake, I get closer, waiting. Not fuck it like take it, I'm so impatient. Had to pick up the cases, can't show no traces. How you say I ain't make it? I'm from the basics. Bitch, nigga, what? I don't know how these niggas say I ain't make it, so I'm from the motherfucking basics. Recording on my motherfucking cell phone. Niggas don't know shit about nothing. Gang. Bitch, I'm coming from Boston, where there's killings and fiends and them babies are starving. But I ride with some bosses, and I die for my city, I ain't taking no losses. I'ma make it, I promise. I put that shit on K-Rock and Joker and Darwin. I do this for my mama, so I'll go out like Jason and come back a monster. Bitch, I'm chasing the cheddar, the dough, in the comments, you gotta get raw, cause I need it all. All the shit I seen crazy fiends popping Suboxones, but then he OD cause he need it raw. Bitch, I come from the bottom, just me and my niggas, I put that on dogs, we done seen it all. But now I'm in the booth with my youngin' on dog, so I'm finna have steak and complete the song. Niggas broken, they probably gon' need a loan. You ain't talking about dollars, leave me alone. It get cold, that's why I keep my heater on. I be frozen if he reached, then his heater blown. At his face, better place, he gon' see the Lord. Give his mama some space, she gon' need them more. I can't get enough comments, I need some more. You ain't chasing the dollars, then see the door. And the haters anonymous, they ain't as hot as this. Honestly, they just be talking shit. What he said he plotting, this bitch that he watching. I made a hoe swallow a lot of kids, and I feel like I made it just watching her suck on my dick. Presidential Obama shit. They don't play no games in my city, won't make it out here. You gon' need a survival kit. When it's war, we outside, we ain't hiding shit. My life always at risk, but I'll die for this. Tryna cop a new coupe in my mama whip, and this diamond I tatted, I'll die for this. There was snakes in the grass, I was sliding it. Get a saddle or watch who you riding with. I got shooters who shoot if you trying it, and I'm fly like Aladdin was high as shit. Gang, hold on, and I'm fly like Aladdin was high as shit. Bitch, nigga, hey.
You're probably thinking I won't make it, homie. You want my spot, you gotta take it from me. But even then, you gotta take it further. But I don't really think you're built for murder. Nah, nigga, you ain't built for it. Really, you ain't built for it. Yeah. I don't really think you built for it. You ain't built for it. You ain't built for it.
Yo, I could've had a go yard, instead I bought a pistol. Cause where I'm from, if you go hard, they try to get you. The game about the Bogart, I'm shit and get a tissue. Got killers really in the field, you niggas need a whistle. Cause you picked the wrong route. You was flexing for the gram, now we at your mom's house. Gagged up, hard tied, right on your mom's couch. That's what happened when these sucker niggas try to ball out. I seen a bitch in you, and I knew you wasn't built for it. Now you in the grave and your mama getting billed for it. Shit get real for the money, niggas kill for it. Bust a ratted on the body, gotta deal
You're
for
probably
it.
thinking I won't make it, homie. You want my spot, you gotta take it from me. But even then, you gotta take it further. But I don't really think you're built for murder. Nah, nigga, you ain't built for it. Really, you ain't built for it. I don't really think you built for it. You ain't built for it. Nah, I ain't saying that I'm Superman and bullets bounce off of me. But the only way you getting all mines is off of me. And I don't think you want the beef. Nah, you too emotional. Don't think rational. You ain't the only niggas out here with the ratchets, bro. Running around town, gas by them ratchet hoes. Better secure all your hiding spots. All my team clicked up, now my niggas coming after you. Nah, nigga, you ain't built for it. Really, you ain't built for it. I don't really think you built for it.
I know you not, nigga.
You ain't built for it.
We got big shit.
Nah, nigga, you ain't built for it.
30 or better in the clip.
Really, you ain't built for it.
Stuffed in it tight too.
I don't really think you built for it.
Griselda, Benny, don't care nobody.
You ain't built for it.
Yo, blood on the page that I wrote the song. I hope you feel my pain when you quote the song. Don't approach us wrong, toasters on. And I be at the game so close, I hear the plays that the coaches call. Don't wanna hear about your medal till you bust it. Never lived up to the hype, you like mellow for the nuggets. Ready to take a life for the life of your man. When it's war, answer the door with your pipe in your hand. You a bitch, saying you was hit, sitting right on the stand. So my shooter get tuna fish, that's life in a can. Damn, and I made 100 racks in the powder house. Real niggas under one roof, yeah, that's a powerhouse.
You probably thinking I won't make it, homie. You want my spot, you gotta take it from me. But even then, you gotta take it further. But I don't really think you're built for murder. Nah, nigga, you ain't built for it. Really, you ain't built for it. I don't really think you built for it. You ain't built for it.
What up, world? It's your boy, the Kid. Welcome back to the Fully Focused Podcast. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was my fault. I want to apologize before we go move further. You know, that was my fault. I wasn't paying attention, but it won't happen again.
My man, it's all good. That's our wonderful producer, Apex, over there. And that, he doesn't have many little slip-ups like that. So when it happens, we can let it slide through the cracks. We still appreciate you. We got Lorenzo Mathis in the building. What's up, homie?
What up?
How we doing? You got a fan in the audience.
Hey.
And let's dive right into it. I'm trying to not repeat too many questions as that gentleman over there, but start off with the exact same one. On that note, how young were you, and how did you get into acting?
All my life.
All your life.
All my life. What was I gonna say? No, go ahead. You gonna say something? Say it.
I was just gonna ask another question, but if you want to elaborate on that.
All right. Yeah. So boom. Shoot. I started just performing for the family in the crib, just acting a fool, just playing different characters, dumb stuff as a kid. Always wanted to do it. Never did it. Family's broke. Whatever.
Of course.
Went to college. I went to RCC.
Nice. Shout out RCC.
Yeah. As an elective was acting 101 or something like that. And I was like, shoot, I'm about to do that.
Right.
So then I I did it. I was doing it, and the professor was like, "Hey, the theater director, he's starting to play and this and this. Whoever auditions and gets a part, you get an automatic A."
Hey.
Another one.
Yes,
please.
please.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
So I auditioned for it. I got the part. It's probably like 5 of us that auditioned for it. We all got it.
Mm-hmm.
I did that bad boy. We had it was I'm gonna mess the name up. Shakespeare, Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay. That sounds familiar.
I think that's pretty close.
I'm not well versed in Shakespeare, so you could have fooled me
We'll
anyway.
We'll go with it over here. Fully focused. We'll
But yeah,
accept
that works for me, absolutely.
We did the plays and stuff. We performed at over there.
Yes. RTC. Right.
So we had different schools come in. Rehearsal was crazy. Like just learning it. Like that's when I had to learn how to project.
Yes.
Project. That's
there,
all he kept
absolutely.
saying. Project. And I'm like, what you mean? Like I'm chill. Like I'm just like outside of whatever. I'm just gonna be like, yo.
Yeah. Right.
They're like, yo, I
It's
didn't
just like
hear you.
in rapping and music or whatever.
All
They always
that
say
shit, yeah.
pronunciate.
Yeah.
Pronunciate.
Oh, that's
Enunciate.
So, yeah,
and,
project yourself.
Project, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
So went through all of that. It was great. Castmates was great. Then I was at 2014-ish. Seen the casting call for Ghostbusters, and I'm like, yo, I want to do this. Yo, acting is where I want to be. I was miserable at my job.
Yep.
That was like legit. I was like, yo, I don't want to be here. Like,
Bruh.
Exactly. I'm out. Since the day I got there, I was like, yo, I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna last a year. Every year, they say, yo, you're not gonna last. I'm like, you right. I'm not.
Right.
I'm already looking.
Right.
Damn.
Damn, I just lost myself.
Ghostbusters.
14.
Ghostbusters, boom, 14.
Bang.
Open call went. That was Billy Dow casting. Me and my homie Aaron.
Yep.
Shout out Aaron.
Yep.
That's my bro.
Yep. Triple A.
Yeah.
We went there, stood in there, mad long, took pictures, all that whole nine. He called me while I was at work, like, we got some dates coming up. Are you available? And I'm like, hell yeah.
Nice work. Yeah.
So, went to the fit and did the whole thing. If y'all didn't see Ghostbusters, I don't know how y'all didn't.
Right.
Whatever. I don't know how you did it, but played a army guy, soldier. So they had me
in the final battle there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did all of that. That was fun. That was my first experience being on like a real like movie set.
Yeah.
Like background. Like that was my first one right there.
Yep.
And on my first one, who I meet, this man right over here.
Yeah.
Nate.
Hell yeah.
First, everything. I'm like,
yeah.
yo, how would I do this? So he's like, bro, you do this. He's telling me. I'm like, I'm taking all of that.
Nope,
like,
yep.
give me that. Yo, I need all of that.
Yeah.
And legit, since day one that I met this man, been the realest dude. Legit. I remember even after Ghostbusters and stuff, because I was like, yo, that was crazy. I was only on there for like, I think 2 weeks. I had to make a deal with my boss. I was miserable, like I said.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, listen, I'm about to be in this movie. I need 2 weeks. Just give me 2. I was trying to stretch it to like 3.
Yeah.
Give me 2 weeks of working this crazy ass shift, and I'll come in late. Because at that time, I was coming in like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I had them push it back 3 hours, coming at 9. So we get off a set 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I got to take a train from Whitman or whatever.
Yeah. To work.
In Southie.
Oh, shit.
So on the train ride from Braintree, because I was the closest one, I'm knocked. Knocked. Until we get to whatever that station is, because I can't remember it right now. Boom. And I'm in. 8 hours.
Damn.
During my break, what was I doing? Sleep.
Yep.
Sleep. He's like, yo, can you drive over here? I'm like, drive?
Shut it down. You shut down the whole computer.
Crazy. Like, yo, I'm going to the bathroom.
Yes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Sleep on the shitter.
Put the alarm on.
For real, dead ass.
Sarah, wake me up at 15.
Nah, I ain't even. Yo, but I'm not even telling nobody what I was doing. I'm like, nah, I'm not taking nothing. Nope. They for free and rat me out. They gonna like, yeah, we gotta write you up. I'm not signing nothing. I don't care what you say. But that was dope. That was dope. Sign up for stuff. Follow the direction of my man Nate. He told me to sign up and do this and do that. Boston, da da da. So then, I mean, that's pretty much how I started.
That's dope, man. What are some of your inspirations, man? Like some actors, man, that made you think like, damn, I want to do this too.
Ooh,
Come on.
I'm gonna have to go Samuel Jackson.
He's
always been one of my favorite. Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey. The Wayans family.
The whole family.
The family.
Every generation.
The
That's
family.
Yeah.
Cause that's what we grew up with. Like legit.
Oh
yeah. Just
any female actors?
Female.
In the industry, they call them actresses.
They still actors.
Really? Yeah,
they're still actors though. We ain't even got they actors. They in the game. Female. Regina King. Regina King. That melanin.
That was left field.
Of course, I mean, you know, growing up, Halle Berry. Oh, Halle Berry, she up there.
Hell yeah.
Halle Berry was my girl.
Regina King, though. I would definitely go. What's her name? From the Cosbys. You know what I'm talking about?
Rudy.
You know what's her name?
I don't know her name. Right
Keisha.
Let's get the fact checkers.
Yeah.
She's sexy shit these days.
Ashley.
From Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince.
Yeah, she's hot as shit too.
Yeah.
Something Ali.
Yeah.
Tatiana Ali.
Yeah, she.
Yes, she's hot as shit too.
Yep.
Yeah. So bring me back to when you were, what you say, 5, 6, 7. You're doing plays or whatever you're doing for your family in the house. Run me through one of those situations. How's that go down? How do you gather the family together? Is it you guys already gathered? How do you get their attention? What are you performing for them?
Literally, we might be in the living room. This is at the time Roxbury. We all in the living room watching TV, whatever movie's on, I don't know, something. I just bust out of nowhere during like intermission. I got glasses on, a cape or something like that, and I'm just doing stupid, just acting a fool. Another intermission come up, I'll come back with another character. Oh, you know what? All that, Cal Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
That's who started it all. All of that, all of that, legit.
Hell yeah.
Watching them like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like they my color. I'm laughing at them for Pyramid Man. Like
Pyramid.
that was it. All that.
I like the one when he was a gym teacher. He had the gym suit on. He'd be like, hey, and he got like the half bald head and all that.
Yo,
man.
Who love orange soda?
Cal loves orange soda.
Yo, you know what? It's sad.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Yo, I mean in the store like joking, like I'll say it to the cashier, like, yo, who loves orange soda? They're like, what? I'm
like, don't you get this joke 10 times a day?
Right.
Give me my change, please. I'm not coming back here. Like, even if he didn't know something, like, I mean, I kind of like it. I don't know, something, whatever.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'll just perform for the family, just doing stupid stuff. I mean, till this day, I still do stupid stuff.
Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Dead ass. Yeah, it's just crazy. Okay. Like that fun.
Word. So I asked Nathan what was his worst gig. How about your best gig?
Best gig?
Favorite, or you think went the best?
You know what? I had the opportunity to work on a Marvel project. First Marvel project. That was on like my check off list, like things to do before I die. I got to be Daniel Kaluuya stand-in on Black Panther.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure,
Wakanda
man.
forever, my friend.
Yep, exactly. Legit, yeah.
That's fire. Hell yeah.
Yep. Yo, that was dope. That was dope. Like that's, so far as nothing's topping that. That's,
Okay.
That's fire, bro, man.
Well, how
You gotta
about
have pride
what's
in
your
that.
dream gig?
Dream gig. I need to be like some James Bond 007. I need guns and
Okay.
cars and ladies.
You wanna
I
be
need
an action
all of
You
that.
want to shake it, not
I
stir.
need all. Yeah, what?
Shake it, not stir. That's the martini he
Yes.
has.
Yeah, no. See, what we gonna do? We gonna flip
He's
that.
like, let me
We
get the
gonna
Henny and
flip
Coke.
that. We gonna forget that.
We
get
be
the Henny
Henny
and
on the
Coke.
rocks, my dude.
Let me get the Henny.
Hell yeah.
We
I'm
gonna
ju-
flip that.
you know, I'm just 07, son.
Wearing baggy jeans and the 12X white tee.
Yeah,
That's what
dun-dun.
07 was.
They got the 007 with 808s. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Word.
So if you the hood 07, what's gonna be your Aston Martin? What's your 007 vehicle?
Ooh.
What you rolling in?
You know, my favorite's always been the 1967 Shelby GT.
Shelby, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Absolutely.
Gone in
Classic.
60-second car. If you ain't never
Yes,
seen it,
exactly.
I was just
Go,
going to say, are we
baby,
in
go.
Gone in 60
Yeah,
seconds?
yeah,
real quick?
Exactly. Yep.
hit that button.
Man.
I'm out.
That's funny.
All right, so I know a little bit more about your career since, we friends and I follow that shit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that you do a lot of investigation discovery shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
How does it feel to be on a set doing shit like that? Especially doing shows like Joe Kenda.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How
Yeah.
did it feel to do that show and other shows like it?
that's L.
All right. So we'll start with Joe Kenda. Yo, that show was dope. Sorry, it ended. It was the last
Yeah,
season.
of course it ended. Yeah.
Yeah.
All great things come to an end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That one was dope actually. So submitted for the project.
Right.
Went through that whole thing. Booked your boy. Boom. We did. Pull up the set. Get your script and all of that. Get you all checked in. What's his name? I can't remember the actor that plays Joe Kenda, but he's good. He's cool. He's cool. My thing about it is the crew. You gotta love the crew because it's a small crew, and everybody that you see that's there, you're gonna see it on the next set
Every day.
like legit.
Right.
So like the crew. Besides your castmates, but the crew is like, cause outside of you might not like your castmates,
Yeah.
but your crew, you gotta love them, cause
Right,
they
right.
making your lighting look good, your
Yeah,
sound,
it can
all of that.
sabotage you.
Right.
So you gotta love the crew. I love the crew. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, cause like most of ID stuff is like murders and stuff like that.
Right.
Sometimes they show us like some of the crime scene photos or whatever from it. So you're like, yo, this
Oh,
is
from
crazy.
like the actual situation? Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Wow.
So you'll see
That's
like,
crazy.
yo, this really happened.
Did it ever
Wow.
so like I seen a scene of you on the show where you were like in an interrogation room? Did it ever feel like reality and fiction kind of like blurred and you was like, wait, where am I? Right? Like did it ever feel like too real?
Yeah, like you ever get
Immersive.
too
Too
into
real?
character?
Like
Like-
it felt too real. Like you're in the interrogation, they're asking you about this shit, and you're like,
I didn't do it, man.
You know what?
Right.
I would say yes and no. The first time I was in the interrogation room on set,
Allegedly.
on set, I was mad nervous, because actually that was my first like real TV booking, like co-star speaking lines. We talking legit.
Right.
So I'm there with the lead actors, and they're like, yeah, just do it normal, just go. And I'm like, what? Like, what you mean? Like
what you mean go normal?
Yeah.
Like,
So he's like, yeah, just but I mean, we had worked it out prior.
Yeah.
But like now it's like, yo, here's the cameras, yo, just do what we just did. I'm like, bro, the camera's like right here.
Word.
It's in my face.
Mean,
Like,
yeah.
for real. So one actually the other one of the lead actors, he's the whole time he's giving me shady vibes the whole time. He ain't like, yo, what's up, bro? He's like
Thought it was
mad.
too cool.
he's
I'm
like
like,
in character. Like,
yo,
really.
what's up?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, we could go outside.
Word, yeah.
Nah. He's cool though. He was cool.
Yeah.
But nah, like I'm literally like, cause the lights and everything. They're asking the questions, and then we kind of like improvising and doing stuff to get us all in the zone or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, realistically, like if I was in this position, I ain't saying nothing. What you talking about? What? I wasn't there. I don't know who did it. I don't know nothing.
Hey.
So I don't know, but I was cool though. I mean, outside of that, like that first time, I'm like, oh, this is nothing. Like I was just being me. I'm like, what? So then it's like my first one was on ATL Homicide. That was the one with the lead detective.
Yep.
Or whatever. But my lawyer's like next to me. He's like, yeah, tell him. I'm like, I don't want to tell these man. Y'all better figure it out. That's what y'all get paid for. So like I'm being me, but trying to be the character. I'm like, nah, I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
But
So
nah,
yeah,
I'm cool.
You were a bit immersed into it, but not too far gone that.
They're like, you ever woke up and feel like a murderer?
Nah.
You just wake up one day, you're like, damn, I gotta take a shower, bro.
Or you wake up in the middle of the night and be like, Kenda, I didn't do it.
Yeah. If any of them catch you, you gotta be out there, be like,
Wake
Wakanda
up in
family.
a cold sweat, like I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Don't take me away.
Cause no bull. If I was an actor and I did like something mad cool, like a Marvel or something,
Yep.
I'd dead ass be that dude for like the next year. I'm
Yeah.
like, Wakanda, baby.
Facts.
Yo,
Like,
okay, so
if I was Wolverine, I would be like, shing.
Yeah, all the time.
Every time. Like,
that's crazy. So ATL Homicide, I filmed that, and that same day, damn, dropping the mic. Goddamn, that's bad juju.
Drop the mic on them.
He hasn't
Bad
done
juju.
that since like the first two shows.
Come on. Yeah.
Dang.
Pass it to the left.
Yeah, right.
You done dropped it.
But Black Panther came out the day I was filming ATL Homicide.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm seeing that.
Yeah,
I'm
facts.
seeing
Got
that.
to.
Yeah.
Seeing that.
Got to.
That was dope. Like when I tell you the love on that set was like the realest love I ever felt. Like you literally felt that. Like
that's cool.
I got to talk to Chadwick. Got to talk to
that's awesome.
Michael B. Talk to Denai. Like I legit talked to the stunt people because I'm like, yo, you about to do what?
Your girl Regina's in it too, right? You said Regina King earlier?
Nah, she wasn't in that.
I thought she was.
Nah.
Oh, it was Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett was in it. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there was
Did
a
you meet
scene.
her?
I did. I had a
That's
scene
so
with
awesome.
her. I was
Oh.
legit. I was background a week prior to being stand-in, and I had a scene with her, and I was like, like, and she's pantomime with me. If you don't know what pantomiming is, she's like,
Yeah.
like legit. We having a whole blown conversation. I don't know about what, but I was into it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I seen Ryan Coogler on set. Like I never like really seen him. Like I might have seen like a picture of him, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's walking on set.
He's
He
a
stops
normal
and he looks at me and he gives me the head nod. He's like, "What up?" I'm like,
What's up, bro? Yeah. What's up, dude? Fuck you.
I'm like, oh, I don't know, homie. What's up?
What's up? Yeah.
So I go back to the other background. I'm like, yo, I think that was the director. He said, "What's up?" to me. I'm like, so I said, "What's up?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, that's him." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Whatever.
Another one.
But when I worked on Black Panther, though, I got to meet his brother, his wife, all of that.
Wow.
So like, yo, that's top right now. Marvel, what's up?
Hell yeah.
Black Panther 2?
Right.
Black Panther 2?
Hey, they're working on it right now. That casting call.
Winston Duke. He's in Spencer Confidential.
Mm-hmm.
He was cool.
Oh, that same dude from
From Black
Panther. Yep,
yeah.
exactly. He was funny in that too.
Yeah.
In Spencer.
That's what's up. Well,
Yes.
we got some left field questions coming up next, so
Maybe.
hope y'all are ready for that.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna have Nathan come back in. We're gonna fucking get the left field questions going, and then I'll go from there, man.
Real
So-
quick before we go to left music for left field question. This is actually technically usually a left field question, but we're gonna condense it. What's your 2-part question? What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
Nah, you don't want to know that.
Give me, because I have a second question.
Honestly, legit?
Or just any movie that you really like.
I love the movie Inception. Christopher
Inception.
Nolan,
Wow.
Dark Knight, all of that. That's much.
Now, if you could recast that,
Ooh.
what would you do? Who would you go with?
Recast?
Yes.
Damn.
We talking about Inception or
Yes.
Dark Knight?
Whichever one you prefer.
Big one.
I'm gonna leave Dark Knight alone.
All right.
I'm
fair
gonna leave
enough.
Dark Knight alone.
Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna touch that. I'm gonna leave my man Leo though.
Mm-hmm. Keep him.
Leo's dead. You know, I've never really liked her voice, so she got to go. You know who I'm talking about.
The
I don't want to say her
black
name,
hair?
but you know her, huh?
Who?
I'm not saying her name, but she's in Inception.
All right, fair enough.
Man.
Damn. All right. Who you recasting her as?
You know what's
Halle
her name?
Berry. Get it on there. Get her back in the
what's
game.
her name from Fast and the Furious? Too Fast, Too Furious. The detective. You know what I'm talking about.
Rodriguez or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She's married to Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, it's Eva Mendes.
Yeah.
I just want to see her. Don't you?
Even me.
Facts. Word. On that note, we're going to put a little bit of music. We'll be right back with both Lorenzo and Nathan for some left field questions. You got a video lined up? Let's do it. Fully Focused Podcast.
We'll be right back. Let's go.
I'm fully focused, man. Focus, man. Focus, man. Focus.
Yo, this that shit they want. This that shit they want. This that shit they want.
My favorite show is on.
Big so till I go. Suka didn't show. Came up down the road. We don't crease a fold. Books and blunts they lit. No cash counterfeit. G'd up since a jit. 305 done got me hit. Yeah, big bro. Ain't raised no hoe. Got his game. Team on glow. Fuck you saying? Too caught up in counting dough. Ain't nobody shaking me. This Dutch ain't no breaking me. Paid my due, so pay that fee. I don't suggest you play with me. I see white, my hands and toes. I see heart, me love on froze. Stack on star, that's how it goes. Hit my lick, they strike my pose. Ow, this the shit they like. Blah, blow like dynamite. How you front like you right? These bars on pro, I pro, don't type it out. Call up Moss, we going now. Talk too tough, I'm in your mouth. Headlines got these bitches vexed. Show you what this queen should bow. We don't sweat no titles. Your bros too entitled. On my ways, no title. Must be suicidal. So till I go. So get that new show. Came up down the road. We don't crease a fold. Bus and plus they lit. No cash counterfeit. G'd up since a chick. 305 done got me hit. It's get a show it. Cock that thing back, then I blow it. Pen like a pistol, I'm sniping your poet. Tipping my glass to your chick while she pull it. No need to flex it, they already know it. Yak in the sack, rapping in packs. Yapping about stacks with a track in the back. Y'all ain't by no, so it's fire for that. Hunger for hustling, no diet for that. Weight on my plate, ain't no choice but to eat. Ain't about to drag a new dragon their feet. Price going up, say they fly to the feet. Music, my muse, so don't matter to me, cause I'ma get mine. Know that they tell us they dropping them dimes. Know that you colors can stay in them lines. We on them trips and them whips on recline. Won't clear the dirt, they can borrow that shine and they know it. When these bitches get heroic, caping for chicks, they ain't know it. Niggas you blowing, who won't even tighten your sew it. Ooh, you swear you bad and you know it. Bunch you an ass, but can't throw it. Whoa, we popping like bottles of Moe. Y'all came here to slay, but my bitches, we zooing. So till I go, so get that new show. Came up down the road, we don't crease a fold. Bus and plus they lit, no cash counterfeit. G'd up since a chick, 305 done got me hit. Whoa.
Welcome back to the Fully Focused Podcast. Welcome back to the Fully Focused Podcast. There I am. And as usual, this is our left field questions segment. We got Nathan with us. We got Lorenzo with us. And we're going to just kind of hit them rapid fire with some Some questions you're not gonna get from most other radio interviews.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's start with this one here. What is the last song you want to hear during sex?
Oh wait, I got a sound for that.
The Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe, really?
Cotton Eye Joe, that's great.
I feel that'd be fun.
Nah, because that would take me way out
back
of
to when you were 13.
Well, I think I would just be afraid of just popping up and just start doing the dance. Like out of just reflex.
Hey, I can work out. Nicely, I think.
Yeah, no, she just be like,
yeah, exactly.
That's a good rhythm.
Hell yeah. How about for you, Lorenzo? What are you thinking?
The O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yo.
It's that O'Reilly.
Yo, that's so awesome. I was not expecting that.
Like, man, I gotta turn this TV off. Hold on. O'Reilly's is on. Hold on. I gotta change the channel. You know the rules. I gotta change the channel.
That was ridiculous. That was good.
Commercial.
Damn, that's
Yeah, man. Have you or a loved one ever been?
yeah.
Like, oh no.
Oh,
no. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
No. All right, so I'm gonna do this on the spot. We usually do a thing called Sign Collab Diss, which is our version of Marry Fuck Kill, and it's with artists. We give you 3 artists. Do you want to sign with one, collab one, diss one? I'm trying to think of a way to make this work for you guys. I guess I'll do
actors.
I'll do actors. Who do you want to work in a movie with? Who do you want to write a movie for? And who would you like to? What's another thing that we can do for this?
Play
guys?
as you.
Ooh.
Or
well.
Blackball from
Oh, or Blackball. That's like this. Okay, I like that. So work with Blackball and
Allegedly, for all the
what was the third
Yeah, I was
one?
gonna say we don't actually want to do this
Blackball.
Right, no, yeah, these were always
I just want to make
very
that very
hypothetical.
clear. Like this is not a desire of either Lorenzo or myself to do any. This is just F, marry, kill. Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, I'll give you both the 3 names.
Jeez, right.
We'll give you both the same ones. Let's go with
Denzel Washington.
Denzel.
Oh, don't do it.
Matt Damon.
Oh, don't do it.
And
let's go with a hometown favorite.
Who's that? I thought I just
Mark
did that.
Wahlberg.
Marky kid. So you gotta work at one, you gotta blackball one, and you gotta write a movie for one.
Oh man.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon, who are both hometown people.
Yep, exactly.
Okay,
Made it
and
tough
then
on you.
Denzel Washington.
Yep.
That's terrible.
That is tough. I know this is usually a tough question,
Yeah.
which makes it fun.
It's-
Really, you
it's
gotta
not- it's not
tear
good
your
unless it's
insides on it.
hard.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot from the head.
Yeah, just boom, 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 boom.
All right, I want to work with Denzel. I'm not
Work
turning
with
that
Denzel.
down.
That's fair.
I'm not turning that down.
Absolutely.
I would want to write for. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ooh.
This is hard.
I want to. Fuck. This is not how I really feel at all.
That's
because one of his biggest
fair.
movies still gives me residual checks.
okay. Fair.
Oh.
So yes.
But I would want to
Blackball.
write for Matt Damon.
Ooh. Really?
Because I like Matt Damon's line of work a little bit more. I like his movies. I like his range and versatility. Not saying Mark doesn't have that, but
Right.
like if you're lining up their work, their filmology,
Absolutely.
I look
Batman,
at
bro. Batman.
Yeah.
I look at Matt Damon's a little bit closer. Batman.
Wait, no.
Wait, who?
Oh, sorry, wrong Boston artist.
Yes. it's his best friend.
Yeah. And then I guess
My
if I
bad.
had to,
Matt Damon is Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. If I had to,
Sorry,
I'd pick,
you messed
I'd
up.
pick Marky
I
Mark.
got messed up
As a
too.
blackball.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. That's
You
not how I
wouldn't
feel
really
because he
want
has
to.
amazing hamburgers at Walmart.
Yes, he
At
does.
least I didn't think the Glovers were related.
No, that's
Throwing
out of
shade.
choice.
Why you throwing shade?
Right.
All right, and Lorenzo, how about this? I'll give you 3 new ones just because that one tore him apart, and it looks like it's hurting you.
Oh
there as
no,
well.
no! Let me do this one. I want to make it hard for him too.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
because I know it hurt.
That hurt my soul.
What do you got,
Marky
Pex?
Mark? Pick me for Spencer too.
Yes. What you got?
Damon Wayans,
Oh no.
Marlon Wayans,
Oh, you
Hell
can't do
no.
that.
No.
Or Keenan.
And
Ivory?
no,
Who?
and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, this
Really,
motherfucker.
Oh no, this is impossible.
You gotta choose.
No, I'm glad
You
this
gotta
isn't me.
choose.
I'm glad this isn't me.
It's not good unless
messed
it's
up.
hard.
That was messed up.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's
Like, what do
crazy.
you, like, you, oh my God.
Look. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I gotta work with Sam.
All right, gotta work Sam, of course.
Gotta work with Sam. Looks like I'm going.
Let's go.
It really isn't.
So just go with it.
I'm gonna write for Damon.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
I got.
Hey.
He's the older brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
He taught the younger brothers how to game, and I gotta go with Damon.
There you go, blackball Marlon.
I'm not. I didn't say that's your word.
I didn't say it.
I didn't say none of that.
You heard it here, folks, guys. Lorenzo Mathis despises the Wayans family.
That's it.
Moving on.
You know what's so wild is that Marlon Wayans is still making money. That's the best part
absolutely.
About it. It's
Yeah.
like,
Okay, so I got one.
What's that?
shit, here we go.
I know Nathan is big into sports.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how big you are into sports, Lorenzo, but tell me this: who travels more, James Harden or Carmen Sandiego?
Oh, man.
This
That's the wrong number.
Damn. I feel like you can get frequent flyer miles off of the amount of times I've seen James Harden
Yes.
not bounce the basketball.
Yes.
But Carmen's been to like places that I have learned about as a kid.
And not just
Brew
San
herself.
Diego either.
When you travel around the world, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a shit.
Harden. Gotta say Harden.
Harden, yep.
Yeah.
Harden.
Facts.
Fair. All right, for both years.
both
For both of ya. What's your go-to excuse for playing hooky from work?
Oh, I just ain't going in.
You don't even.
Yeah,
give
we
an
have
excuse?
the option to work from home and as an agent, but I guess if when I was in the when I was in the restaurant business, I would just say like, you know, I'm not feeling well.
Yep. All right, fair enough.
They never.
Nothing too elaborate, just straight.
Every now and then, like you get a manager that's like, "What's wrong? What's going on?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm this or that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you know what? Hold
That
on.
was legitness.
I would tell them, I got an audition.
Uh-huh.
I got booked.
All right, that's fair.
And every job I work,
They understand.
you gotta
that.
know.
You gotta, yeah,
this
you
is
go.
what I
You
do.
let them know what going in, right?
That's the same
You gonna
thing
get it
with
or not?
music.
Yeah, we do the same
thing
thing,
with
yeah.
me for music.
That's it.
Hell yeah. All right, that's
All
fair.
right, so if you could, if you had the ability to jump back in time or jump forward in time and still have the brain, everything you know now, which would you choose and why?
That's easy.
Where you going?
That's easy. I'm going on the past.
Uh-huh.
If I have all of my knowledge of the future, not only can I make myself a lot of money, but I can set myself up for a super comfortable life.
Yeah.
Like, what do I? Okay, let's example. Hey, mommy, daddy. You know this company that I've been reading about in the paper? What paper? You're 6. Don't worry about it. But in the paper, it's called Google. You should invest in that.
Yeah.
Or Apple, you should invest
What is
in that.
investing? Just don't worry about it. Buy a bunch of money that involves them, and then pay for my college in a year.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm easily going. Because in the future, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what new diseases are going to come out. We don't know which celebrity is going to be president next.
Right.
We don't know what animal species are going to die off,
Right.
or if aliens decide to finally reveal themselves, like, because, they exist.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if we're buying all the toilet paper,
Yeah.
Right.
we can't tell people about aliens.
Right,
yet,
and the
bro.
way that we handle disease and events, I don't want to sound nihilistic or negative, but I just don't have faith that we'll make the right decisions.
No, because you watch Men in Black, right?
Uh-huh.
That's my favorite quote. a person is dumb. A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. And 15 minutes ago, you knew you were alone.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Imagine what we'll know
Great pitch.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Right.
I think about that every day.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
aliens,
great.
aliens exist.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, and I think it's ignorant to think that we're the only ones in this massive space, in this galaxy or whatever, that are alive and intelligent.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm gonna blow your mind real quick for the next one. Ready?
Let's do it.
Ready? What if there are water droplets on Mars? Because Mars was originally the Garden of Eden. And we were sent to Earth because of our betrayal in a pod. And that pod is what killed the dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Hey, that is a theory.
Oh wait, I got you. My bad.
What you got?
Yes. I just asked for it.
I don't know the limits of your power.
Oh, yeah.
There are none.
You don't know me very well, do you?
Facts.
We're just scratching the surface.
Anyway, that's what I would say.
Hell yeah. How about for you? Lorenzo, you going forward or backwards this time?
I'm automatically going back.
Going back?
I'm stopping all them ass whoopers my mom used to give me.
Fair enough.
Automatically. I'm making smarter choices this time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Put it on my brother.
Holy fucking shit!
Fairly related. If time travel were able to happen, and you were to go back in time, how do you think it would work theoretically? Would you go back in time and you would be yourself in that time, or would you be you in that time, and then there's also the younger version of you there? Well, how do you think it would actually, if it were to be obtained?
I don't think so. Preface this by saying I'm not a scientist.
Right. None of us, yeah.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if physically you'd be able to go back and exist at the same time as your younger self.
Right.
One of the two, I guess, would have to either die or just blink out of existence. That being said, I think it would be you. And I think the best explanation would probably be akin to like the Avengers.
Right, yeah.
Not to go too far down this route.
So if you can't be you, like,
I think
if you're the only existence, but you can't go back and warn yourself about anything.
Yeah, I think it would
But
be.
you retain your
I
knowledge
think it's more
from the
like.
future, so you go back and you can still fix it from
like
knowing.
I think
what
it's
to
more
do
like
right.
Family Guy.
What do you? All right, what's that?
With Stewie. When he.
Oh yeah,
He went in the future and saw
yeah,
himself.
yeah.
He was a virgin.
Yeah, that shit was
yeah,
funny.
yeah, I remember
that was
that
like
one.
the movie, a quote unquote movie they did, right? The
But it didn't
made for
take it out.
TV
But it
movie.
didn't take it out.
Yes,
Good morning.
it did. And what?
Yeah, he wanted to see. He wanted to see what kind of a person that he grew up to be.
Yeah.
And you know,
And he wasn't gay.
He might have been.
Yeah, he just didn't want to be.
Word. Now that we got a little.
All right, since we're talking
deep.
about the past and all that stuff, what would you tell your younger self now?
Don't do that stupid shit that mom beat you over.
Cut it out. No, for real.
Let me go first.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Keep your joy. Keep your joy.
I would say, look out behind you.
Oh no, I'm just
I
playing.
just fuck with myself.
Really?
You have one opportunity to go back and tell yourself something.
Really?
You choose wisely. I'm gonna fuck with me.
Yeah, I would have to say, enjoy your childhood as long as possible.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And how about for you, Swagg? What you saying?
Don't ride that bike.
Don't ride that bike.
Don't do it.
All right.
Don't get on that roof.
Yes, man.
Don't do it.
Was there popsicles in the basement?
It There's lollipops in a van, actually.
I got chocolates.
Yeah. Chocolates in the van, actually, but
Get that fat ass over here.
I sure do miss the paper boy. No, really, I got on a bike and I was just trying to impress some girls and I hit a pole.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I got a story
no
about
fun.
that.
No
Well,
fun.
hit us.
My little brother's friend from school,
Mm-hmm.
he had a sister that was my age.
Got him.
I had a crush on her.
Yeah.
Got him.
My dumb ass went over there. You know, we playing. Da da da. I ran outside in the street. Got hit by a car.
Damn.
This is a certified
You was
hood
no longer
classic.
cool in her eyes.
No longer cool.
No longer cool in her eyes.
You are now the kid that got hit by the sedan.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what kind of a conversation that is? Hey, you remember me? Yeah, you're the guy that got hit. Like, yo, you could never let
It's a
that
great
shit
love
down.
story.
Like,
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep, got hit by a car. That was
Yeah.
For
hard.
you.
Ooh.
For
All right.
you, woman.
How about this? What was the stupidest thing you've done for a potential love interest? Something along those lines.
Oh my God! How much time we have?
We're 15 minutes over already. Keep it going.
Man, how much? Stupidest thing. Now, are we talking about for love or sex?
For a potential partner, be love, sex, anything between.
Okay, because that narrows it down quite a bit.
All right, good.
oh man,
Sex. What is
the stories that are locked up in
Yeah.
your brain right now.
I'm just thinking what I can tell in
Right.
a short amount of time.
What is? Yeah.
Honestly,
This film has not yet been rated.
Yeah. Right.
Damn.
I guess.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, no, that helped with a lot of it. So I guess the quickest dumbest thing I can think of is I took this girl that I was interested in with a group of us to downtown Hartford, and we went out and I bought her drinks, I bought her food,
Nice.
all this stuff because you know I'm playing halfway
Right.
playing the nice guy, but I'm also like, hey. Yeah, you know,
Hey.
what's up? I make excellent scrambled eggs in the morning.
Nice.
Like to know what the rock is
Morning.
cooking?
Yeah.
After sex.
so the dumb thing I did, I just I kept taking her out and I got too drunk.
Ah, yes.
So by the time we got to the end of the night, that's when Nathan hits him with the charm, charismatic closer.
Yep.
The
Why you
1-2.
Mhm.
Dash of Will Smith,
The
dash
old
of
one.
Tyrese. You know how it is.
Hell yeah.
Tyrese.
And then I just got way too drunk and I actually threw up, not on her, but in her vicinity.
I was like, wait, what?
Oh, that's rough.
No. And it was
Not on her, but in her
It was
vicinity.
Wait,
where's this going?
Are you familiar with Pokemon? It was like Charizard use flamethrower.
Yeah.
Or coughing, you smog.
Yeah. Super effective. Your sterility increased by 30%.
Yes. Damn, that is.
I did not get laid that
No,
night.
Oh, of course
And
you
needless
did.
to say,
and
Your
she-
Pokemon is now confused.
Yeah. It hurt itself in confusion. And we actually didn't speak.
Too
But I
sad,
spent
too
all that
bad.
money for me to vomit in front of her.
Oh, that's rough. That is.
That
rough.
would have been a rough conversation to have after the fact.
Yeah.
It was, but it's also thank God porn is free.
Yeah.
He needs some milk.
That. And how about for you, Lorenzo? The worst thing, dumbest thing you did for a love interest?
I mean, I wouldn't really call it a love interest, but
Somebody just wanted to bang.
I'm gonna say I once got into a fight over a dude's girl because she wanted me, pretty much, and he felt some type of way about it. He wanted to do something.
Why you bullying me?
Did she leave with you or him?
I didn't want her.
Wow.
I mean, she might have did something, but I'm not saying what she did. But whatever.
Right. I feel
It
that.
was dumb because it was unnecessary drama that I didn't need. But I was cool. I know how to do my thing.
Okay. All right.
Now, how about this one here? If they were to write a movie about you today, what's the movie called and who plays you? Mm-hmm.
Word. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to play?
This is your job.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong one. Sorry, wrong one.
So, probably, I would be called something like Beyond the Curtain.
Beyond the Curtain.
Let's go.
I like that.
Beyond the Curtain. And right now, I see two people being most suitable for that. Me as an adult. Either three, actually.
Alright.
I was gonna throw Michael B. Jordan into there because I like
Why
him,
not?
and I'm being vain.
Hell yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, Dule Hill from Psych.
Yep.
And the guy that plays God, I forgot his name, but he's the African dude in Good Place.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But like, he says certain things, and I'm like, that is exactly how I would react.
Word.
And when I found out that I was dead and the afterlife is just a simulation, I'd be like, yeah, no, this is exactly how I would react.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So I'd
Played Roy? You ever played Roy? No.
From Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty?
Hell yeah.
Played Roy too.
So that's what I would say.
Word.
Yeah.
And did you want to attempt it or are you going to skip the question?
Yeah, I'm going to skip.
That's fair. I'll put this one down. We'll have you answer this first. Which of the 6 Infinity Stones would you like to wield if you could wield one?
Wrong. I need to go back in time, baby.
You going time stone?
Time
Stone for
Here's my
Lorenzo.
favorite color, so that's
Green as well. All right. How about for you, Nathan?
Oh, space.
Space? All right.
Instant teleportation.
Yes,
I
yes.
never have to worry about driving ever again.
That's facts.
And I can transport objects and things too.
Uh-huh.
So
All right.
Oh yeah. I'll be at your showing at 3 o'clock. It's 2:57. Yeah, don't worry. I'll see you right there.
Yep. Bloop. You're there. Hell
You
yeah.
gotta have a sound effect though.
Facts.
You can't be like can't be like Nightcrawler. You gotta have a sound effect though.
Hell yeah. Exactly.
That's true.
Facts.
And also, the space throne is my favorite color as well.
All right. That's cool. That's fair. That's fair. Word.
Space for sure.
If an ex wrote a song about you, what would it be called? Asshole.
Or it'd be a movie, really.
An ex or
any ex, anyone, yeah, any of your exes.
Oh my ex.
Jesus Christ. All right, so I'll just go with the nicest one.
Fair enough.
Overcomplicated.
All right, overcomplicated. And let's end on this one.
Oh boy.
How about a guilty pleasure? You guys got a guilty pleasure you can tell us about?
Meanwhile.
What do you consider guilty?
Yeah, like
I mean,
Like-
something that you
Okay.
like, but you don't necessarily want
Yeah.
everyone to read.
This is the thing.
Or something that you like that
like
you're
I
not
like boy
supposed to
bands.
have.
I listen to boy bands a lot.
Yeah, like my
Something
guilty
like that.
pleasure is I like to eat cereal before bed.
Yeah, and that's not even that bad.
That's my guilty
That
pleasure.
shit's weak.
Fuck you.
It's a weak ass guilty pleasure, and you know it.
I'm boring.
Or like you secretly love in sync.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Something like that. Like yeah,
like a guilty pleasure.
I happen to think Robert Pattinson is a fantastic actor.
Alright,
I'm
that's not
looking
bad.
forward to the
Him,
Batman.
Batman. Yeah.
And I know this because
People who don't know acting think that he's not gonna do.
No,
that.
everyone.
Why
who
you
know-
bullying me?
Everyone who knows acting sees the cast and they're excited for this movie.
Exactly.
And everyone else who doesn't know anything about it, they're just gonna be
Smoke weed every
they're gonna be
day.
the ones after the trailer who are gonna be like, "Oh my god, I knew it was gonna be good."
Oh,
Did you
absolutely,
see
yeah.
that? And I was like, "Yo, bro, I've been saying this since they announced it."
Yeah.
Like
Since Apex has been announcing that Tom Brady's gonna leave.
exactly.
Too soon, bro.
So
Too soon.
that being said, I will say this: I've read all 4.
You're right,
Twilight
Apex.
books.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'm not too keen on telling people that.
All right. Fair enough.
And I've seen all 4 movies.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Because I just have. I don't need to answer.
You could always
why.
just say it's research. like
Guilty
you're an actor.
pleasure.
No. I read the books and I was like, this is actually pretty good. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the grammar is atrocious, but the
Right.
way she writes it is super interesting to me.
See, you didn't let
Oh,
me
yeah.
finish my guilty pleasure. It's cereal before bed while watching Spaceballs.
Nice.
There it is.
I like that. I like that a lot.
People don't know what that movie is.
And how about for you, Lorenzo? You got a guilty pleasure you can tell us about?
I don't think I do.
No.
I seriously don't think
they're tough to talk about by nature.
Innocent
They're
pleasure?
Yeah, right.
Is that a good, any innocent one?
Does it rhyme with shorn slub?
All right, since you couldn't answer that one, let's
we
keep
got one left.
going to this one.
No.
If you had to flee the country,
Yes.
where are you going and why did you have to flee?
What you do?
Run, bitch! Run!
Well, if hypothetically, allegedly, if I did commit a crime, which I'm not saying I did or didn't, plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. I'd probably go somewhere where they can't extradite me. I'm not specific, just where they can't extradite me.
Right.
Said crime.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh,
You don't have a name for it yet. How about
damn.
that? I'll probably, I'll go with that.
Yeah, I did it. I did it. I did it allegedly.
Allegedly.
Maybe.
That's right.
Perhaps I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to say
All right.
to any other, upcoming actors. I just wanted to say, I'm gonna say follow your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you no.
Yeah.
Create your own content. Do what you do. Do what makes you happy. Find out what makes you happy, and just keep doing it. Just be you. That's really what I can say. That's me. That's legit what I tell every young kid that's coming out of high school, middle school, whatever it is. I don't even care what grade you is. What do you want to do? Do it. I tell my niece that. She's 5. Do it. I tell my 17-year-old brother, that's what you want to do? Do it. I'm
Do it.
No matter what, whatever you do.
Oh, yeah,
If
I
you
got
want to
one.
be the most famous kingpin in jail? I support you. Do you think? That's what you want to do. I got you. Whatever you want to do. That's it.
Hell yeah. Word. All right, we're going to throw it to a couple music videos, come right back and do a little bit of outro so we can
sir.
get some final shout-outs and all that
We on
stuff.
OT tonight.
Yes, sir.
Thank
we
you for
are.
tuning in with us.
Appreciate you guys. We'll be right back. Fully Focused Podcast.
Let's go.
Congo, that's you?
Man, we used to be broke when we didn't have nothing and they didn't believe in me. Now I got all this money and this shit keep coming, but they can't believe it's me. These hoes didn't love me, now my life is lovely. These bitches keep calling me hubby. Bet they think I forgot all the times they would dub me, now they tryna run up and hug me. We lit up in motion and we going fully up since I done found me some money. Everybody wanna tell me they love me, ain't move with no hoes to the strap in my hoodie. My old bitches be calling me funny, my new bitches be handing me hundreds. Used to trap in the rain, now it's better days, I feel like every day it be sunny. Yeah, we still serving plays. Yeah, my style smell like James Bond. We get money, crown pays. I got dope on the flav, gone. Who big flea got the wave? Try to up and get waved on. These little niggas be brave. If you up, better save some. I'm smoking OG, that's not no haze. I got sticks on the 9 and shit amazed. They know I'm having jobs, he could get paid. Prove he know how to rob, he get a raise. Heard he made a statement, meet his grave. Got Glocks, AKs by the safe. I count up before I get on stage. One more jellos up and had all the J's. How I pop out and came up there amazed. That's why the cameras in my face. They wanna see me shackled up in the van. I can see me in the rave. I hop up the jet at Van Nuys. And I hop up in the Sprinter. The girl on my phone, I beat it and left her. I told her I'd call her next winter. Man, we used to be broke when we didn't have nothing and they didn't believe in me. Now I got all this money and this shit keep coming, but they can't believe it's me. These hoes didn't love me, now my life is lovely. These bitches keep calling me hubby. Bet they think I forgot all the times they would dub me, now they tryna run up and hug me. We lit up in motion and we going fully up since I done found me some money. Everybody wanna tell me they love me, ain't move with no hoes to the strap in my hoodie. My old bitches be calling me funny, my new bitches be handing me hundreds. Used to trap in the rain, now it's better days, I feel like every day it be sunny. Used to trap in the rain when I moved to Miami, I spent every day on the beach. You not getting paid, but you round the money, my nigga, you damn near a leech. They jocking my lingo, they busting my moves, I gotta teach them a lesson. I know these rap niggas be stressing, they ask how I got it finessing. I came from the pan, glizzies don't jam, I got my hand in the money. They don't understand, I'm charging the bands and they hand me 50s and 100s. Big rings, big bracelet, earrings, ice chain. Pink 50, blue 100s, 20s, it's a dice game. Fed up or shut up, bitch, we going all in. The dots at the spot, I tell them to fall in. But that paper don't stop, that money keep calling. We went straight to the top, now we up and we ballin'. Try and
it in the truck. Lows, plug call got me at the border. She calling me daddy and I'm not a father, and she know that she not my daughter. Man, I used to be broke. Now my necklace is froze up, and your bitch wanna go. Now my bitch, now she chose up. Man, we used to be broke when we didn't have nothing and they didn't believe in me. Now I got all this money and this shit keep coming, but they can't believe it's me. These hoes didn't love me, now my life is lovely. These bitches keep calling me hubby. Bet they think I forgot all the times they would dub me. Now they tryna run up and hug me. We lit up in motion and we going fully up since I done found me some money. Everybody wanna tell me they love me, ain't move with no hoes to the strap in my hoodie. My old bitches be calling me funny, my new bitches be handing me hundreds. Used to trap in the rain, now it's better days, I feel like every day it be sunny.
Yeah. Fuck, man, all you bust ass niggas, man. I remember you motherfuckers, man. You skis ass hoes, you gold digging ass bitches. You see a nigga got his change up. You wanna start hitting me on the snap. You wanna start liking my pictures on the IG and all that. You know what I mean? But I don't forget. Yeah. I said I remember you. You wasn't fucking with the kid now. You wasn't with me back then, bitch. I remember you. You wasn't fucking with the clique now. You wasn't trapping on the strip, nigga. I got off the stove. I ran it up, nigga. I got shit to do. I'm counting up, nigga. I got off the stove. I ran it up, nigga. Now I'm in the loop. You see what's up, you see me shining, yeah. Hey, said it's gonna be a cold summer, ay. I brought a bad bitch with me and she brought a friend. Hey, I heard these niggas wanna politic. I'm pushing pounds and counting chicken, we be piling it. Said I be fucking on these hoes for so long. I be acting like I'm bustin', tell these bitches hold on. I be like, bring me up some Henny, bring me up some Remy. I got only 50s, I got only 20s. Hundreds for my mattress, sleeping with a semi. Keep a couple shooters, all my niggas ready. Talking about this paper, we gon' get this fetty. And if I say that it's a go, you know I'm fucking with it, yeah. Hey, now I'm fucking with it, yeah. Shit, my future looking pretty, yeah. Me and my niggas bout to fuck the city, yeah. Hey, I said I remember you. You wasn't fucking with the kid now. You wasn't with me back then, bitch. I remember you. You wasn't fucking with the clique now. You wasn't trapping on the strip, nigga. I got off the stove. I ran it up, nigga. I got shit to do. I'm counting up, nigga. I got off the stove. I ran it up, nigga. Now I'm in the loop. You see what's up, you see me shining, yeah. I been chillin', smoking, sippin'. I been drillin', pussy, killin', yeah. Ain't no issue, niggas ain't gon' miss you. I been riding dirty with my packages and pistols. You can get the business, I'm a killer witness. I don't give a fuck, I'm hitting niggas and they missin' shit. I run up on a nigga, let him hide that. I take no disrespect, we ain't gon' hide that. All my homies gon' bring that cash back. Speeding through the traffic on a fast track. Take no disrespect, we ain't gon' hide that. I'm speeding through the traffic on a fast track, yeah. Shit, motherfuckers can't live like me, man. I get up every day, I grind like a motherfucker, you hear me? I work like I got 10 kids, nigga. I'm rich, hey!
Yeah, 20, nigga.
Alright, 20. Let me roll. Let me, nigga,
fuck it.
Oh, you in this?
Right. I'm using my debit, bro. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck it. No, you fucking. We need this.
Bro.
We need this.
We all get cash, my nigga. Why the fuck you come here with
nigga said with a card. Fuck out of here.
Fucking crazy. I'm the fucking ATM.
I said I remember you. You wasn't fucking with the kid now. You wasn't with me back then, bitch. I remember you. You wasn't fucking with the clique now. You wasn't trapping on the strip, nigga. I got off the stove. I ran it up, nigga. I got shit to do. I'm counting up, nigga. I got off the stove. I ran it up, nigga. Now I'm in the loop. You see what's up, you see me shining, yeah.
Welcome back to the Fully Focused Podcast. Once again, we got Nathan and Lorenzo with us, a couple of actors in the building. Before we get out of here, we just want to make sure anyone who's watching that might want to work with you or get in touch with you for acting or for real estate can do so. Let the people know how to get in touch with you guys.
So you can get in touch with
whoever
right.
wants to.
You can get in touch with me. You can come to my office. It's at 472A Washington Street in Dorchester. You can give me a call at 617-504-0670. Happy to chat with you about buying, selling, whatever part of the process you want to. Even if you want to become an agent, I can help you up with that. I can tell you about anything you need to know about your property. Give me a call. Let's chat. And when it comes to acting, I just completed a show, Hamlet, with Theater at First back in November. So I'm itching to get back on stage and or film. So let's get it.
Word. Hell yeah. And real quick before we bring the hand to us, anything we missed that you wanted to say that we didn't really get to get out there?
I mean, acting is a self-reflective, introspective, rewarding journey. You're not gonna go into it and just walk into a role. And if you are, I mean, you're very lucky or you know someone. It takes lots of work. You got to pay your dues. You got to work the long hours because it's when you're doing the 16-hour stand-in shoots, you're gonna wonder like, okay, is this something I really want to do? You'll find out because it's not just show up, do your lines, and leave. Like you're on set for like 18 hours, 20 hours of the day.
Right. It's only one explosion per movie.
Exactly. I mean, and even when you're a part of it, I mean, you know better than me. I mean, you worked on Black Panther.
Yeah.
So I mean, those are long ass hours. I'm assuming. You're not just doing the lines. You're doing everything. Daniel. Yeah, everything Daniel was doing, he had to do.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's
even
crazy.
if the pantomiming with oh my God. I'm still, oh my God. You said that, I was like, oh, if I could have been a fly on the wall just to watch that conversation. Like, she must have been, anyway. And listen to the stories of successful actors and actresses that have come before. Like, let's read Robert De Niro's biography and talk about how he traveled the city of New York with costumes on his bike and different scripts in his bag.
That's
like,
awesome.
It's that kind of work. If you're not willing to do that kind of work, then this isn't the field for you. You're not going to get rich quick doing this. You're going to discover this is something you either love and want to devote your life to, or you're going to discover, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me.
It's a lot like music.
It's very much like music.
Yep, industries are very similar.
You get people that are like, I'm going to be a rapper. How hard can it be? And then you have to perform for like one person, and that person is your friend.
It's like that with everything, you know?
Right, exactly.
If you're good at it, you make it look easy. But if you're getting into it, it takes a long, hard practice and patience.
Exactly. It's a lot of believing in yourself, a lot of knowing that you can do it. Very much like real estate. Very much like a you-bolstered profession, a you-bolstered career path. That's what I would say. Ask for help, too. People will help.
Always ask questions.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Talk to people in the business, even if it's a simple conversation. I can help you more than not talking to me would help you.
Exactly.
Same thing with Lorenzo.
Yep. And Lorenzo, you got some shout-outs and that you want to get in before we get out of here?
Shout out to all the baby mamas.
Of course, he had to come and say some smooth
Came with
shit,
the panty dropper real quick.
The bass crept up in his voice.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't got nothing. Yeah, but like he said, ask for help. Legit. Ask him first day on set. Help me out. Got me right.
Another one.
If you want to work with me or reach out to me, my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. Lorenzo, Lorenzo. I spelled it all wrong, but it don't matter. Lorenzo D. Mathis. That's all you need to know.
Lorenzo D. Mathis.
Yeah, you could hit me up and let's work. That's it.
What? Hell yeah. Bruh. How about you boys? You got some shout-outs, anything like that?
Shout out to Marvel. Cast us in your films.
Oh.
That's right. You need us. We need you. Let's make it happen, baby.
Yeah.
Boston. That's right.
Yes. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Black Panther 2. Let's kick Namor's ass. Hey.
Right.
So I just want to shout out my guys for coming through. Two of my favorite people on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all coming through. Shout out to Boston going through this whole quarantine shit. A lot of people are embracing it for what it is, which is, a little mini vacation. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are stressing about it, but there's a lot of people taking full advantage of it, chilling with their families, getting back to what they need to get back to before we all get back to work. So shout out to everybody. I think that's it.
Word.
I got in trouble for this on the UGN. They're like, yo, you don't never shout us out on the show. So make sure you tune in every Sunday at 2 o'clock for the UGN Music Podcast. If you need your music reviewed, it's the best platform to get your shit heard. You'll get some real feedback, like real feedback.
If it's trash, you're going to be told it's trash.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And not just as trash. Chad would be good telling you why it's trash.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
You know, where you need to, your points need to be worked on.
Right. So make sure if you're an artist and you have music and you want some feedback, tune in every Sunday at 2 o'clock, 2 to 4. We're going to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Chaz. Shout out Mr. So Boston.
Yes.
You know what it is. Fully Focused Podcast.
The family
buddy.
right there.
How about for you?
Shout out
Swagg.
y'all, man. Thank you so much, man. Coming in throughout this quarantine situation, man.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to the guests, man. Thank you so much for coming in, expressing yourself. And
Thank you for having us. Appreciate
thank
that.
you. Thank you for teaching everybody, giving everybody a little bit of communication, you know, because that's what we need right now. Everybody out there, man, wash your goddamn hands.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Please wash your hands.
Please stay away from big, like, tight areas. I know we're not following the 6-foot rule right now, but
Yes.
And my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
it has to wait till next week.
I wanted to give you an update that your boy was just announced as contracting the Rona.
Who's my boy?
Marcus Smart.
No! Damn.
I did just see that on my newsfeed.
That's
so I wanted to let you know that before the show.
Appreciate it.
Well, good night, everybody.
Right now. You got anything else over this way?
Well, I'll be a little happier because, you know, Jaylen Brown would get more time if we was playing. But
Right.
He doesn't take any of Jaylen.
I wanted to say, guys, in the midst of all this, there's a lot of there's a lot of different shit going around. There's a lot of negativity. The way that we'll get through this and get through anything to the end of time is actually focusing on the positive and focusing on what we have in common, our commonalities, and not our differences. Honestly, like, I don't care if you vote for Trump. I don't care if you vote for Biden. I don't care if you voted for Warren. I don't care if you vote for that other woman that dropped out today. I forgot her name, but we all want to. At the end of the day, we all want to live. At the end of the day, we want to have time on this planet for our loved ones and ourselves. And there's no side of the tracks that says otherwise. And if they are, they're not talking to me. So I just want to just put that out there. Like, it's easier to be kind, and it's easier to just disregard people that need help, but it's harder. It's more worthwhile to be kind and more worthwhile to take time and help people out. So that's just want to say that.
Okay. Hell yeah.
What's up?
So firstly, make sure you go get your Fully Focused Podcast sunglasses, $5 a pop, or 5 pair for 20, right?
You can do that. We can work with you.
Yeah, we'll work with you, exactly.
We
will hand deliver them to you. I'll bring them to you.
Sunglasses in the streets.
Does accept food stamps?
Yeah, we'll take those.
Hey,
I'm with that.
Listen,
Hell yeah, we
Get
take
me a little
food
bit of-
stamps.
if you
Damn
got
right.
if you got some toilet paper,
Yeah.
holla at me.
Hand sanitizer, take that. Hell yeah. But no, make sure you hit us up.
Lysol.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Make sure you hit us up for the sunglasses and myself, Swagg,
and then once we
or
get
Apex.
and then once everything clears through with the coronavirus, we get another event coming up, man. Everybody who has a pair of sunglasses comes through the door. You get
$5 off.
Bam, there you go. You get your glasses basically for free right then and
They
there.
pay for
So
themselves once you go
make
to one
sure
of our
stock
shows.
up, get ready for the summertime, get ready for the events coming up because we got a lot of good ones with actors, artists, musicians, entrepreneurs, everything coming up.
Hell yeah. Next week we get episode 20 with the No Muzzle crew. Hush, D White, and Mike Ross. Is gonna be a real fun show. I have a history with all of them in kind of their own little ways, which is kind of funny. So I'm
Does
really
it have
happy
to
see
do with popsicle sticks?
This motherfucker. Anyways, I'm very excited to have them on. D White actually sent me a new song today. I didn't get to play it today because we played more videos than we did
You
music.
can play it as we go out, bro. Come on.
I thought you had a video lined up. Come on.
Play the videos already. Come on.
Look at this asshole yelling at people.
Let's go. We working OT right now. Get with it.
Facts, yeah. But either way, yeah, shout out to them guys. They're in here next week. All artists, hit me up. I'm putting together a drunk DJ mixtape of some sort. I'm looking for tracks to kind of curate one nice playlist and get it out there on all the platforms. So hit me up about that. We're working on a
also,
title and all
thank you
that.
everybody for sharing because we're getting a lot of shares
yeah.
recently. So we do appreciate that. We got over 900
Oh,
likes
I
now.
was just about to say that. Shout out to us, 900 likes.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna hit the 1K and above, man. So thank you guys, man, for tuning in and reaching out. Definitely. Definitely. So until next week,
be safe
and stay focused.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
We
guys.
outie.
I'm fully focused, man.